Cancel culture is about canceling it.
Up yours. Woke moralists. Up yours.
Systematic bullying that's happening.
And they believe that they did that.
Cocaína.
But it's the wax that the Terminator X spun. Now they got me in a cell cause my records they sell. Cause a brother like me said, well,
It's born like this, it's born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this, which yells you a new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your head. This that puts against the bed, this that I got realness, I just push, cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got gunk, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA.
They seem animalistic is what I mean.
No, they're worse than animals.
The woke mob, they ruin everything.
They stopped Ben Shapiro from going to events and speaking. They stopped Ann Coulter from doing it.
I will never surrender even a single inch of ground to a pitchfork mob.
You never cave to the mob.
We will never bow to the mob. Ever. No matter what.
Do you see the final expression of cancel culture in terrorist groups like
We'll see counter.
They want you to comply.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hi.
Nice to see you both again. We should have a full house tonight, everybody. We should have the entire crew here.
What? Not possible.
I'm doing the
It's
soy
happening.
face.
It's happening. It's like it's like an eclipse. Once it happens, you have to watch it.
I feel
you're
like
not
you
gonna
probably
see it for a
jinxed it
while.
already. It's not going to happen.
I'll knock on wood. I'll
Someone's
knock on
not
wood.
showing up.
So,
How have you
how are
been?
we doing? We doing okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Surviving.
I have a
Doing
righteous
fantastic.
anger. I don't know about you.
What was that, Lance?
I said I have a righteous and furious anger, mostly
I do
about
too.
data centers. I feel like data centers are taking over our lives. I can hear the hum now in my nightmares and my dreams.
What? Are you saying you don't trust Kevin O'Leary?
I don't trust Kevin O'Leary.
How could you not trust a man that calls himself Mr. Wonderful? How could you not trust that guy?
He's not too wonderful, is what I'm learning. And
Yeah.
he's calling all of us Chinese communists if we say otherwise. Apparently, you are
His data center alone apparently is going to use more energy than the entire state of Utah. Is
Yes.
that true?
Mhm.
The one
I
he
feel like we
proposed
should
in
drop
Alberta-
into a lava pit. Like that's kind of
Yes.
like where we should go with this.
Or
Enough
launch
of
him
these
into the
people.
fucking sun.
I'm done. Enough of these people.
Yeah.
Closest lava pit. Goodbye.
Yeah, I just did a video about this today, and the data center that he's building, according to a researcher, is going to produce the equivalent of 23 atom bombs per day of heat. 23 atom bombs per day. And he's like, we need to build 10 more because we got to keep up with China. So that's
the only way.
that's the situation. We
way.
have to beat China. Hey,
Gotta
Matt.
be China. Hi, Matt.
Hello, Matt.
How's it going, Matt? Uh-oh.
Muted.
Leftist
Not
audio
hear you.
strikes again.
Maybe
My
he's
headphones
trying
weren't working, I said, but I guess also my mic wasn't working too.
to- You're on now.
Hello.
How are you
Perfect.
doing, sir?
I'm all right. How about you?
I'm alive.
Well, that's good.
True.
I would hope so.
That's the
That'd
best
be-
you could hope for in America, right?
That'd be crazy if you
Surviving
weren't.
is
Yeah,
thriving.
we were
Mhm.
talking to
Surviving
you.
is thriving.
Haven't committed seppuku yet, so we're doing pretty fucking good.
How much of the show did I miss so far? You guys already done? We're at super chats.
We've already
We're about
sent
to get into
Kevin
super
O'Leary
chats.
into a lava pit talking about data centers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, data centers are a scourge. And so I just found out today, I'm not sure, they're in the chat, I'm not sure if they want me to say who told me this, but they have some knowledge about data centers that apparently they have to be rebuilt every 50 years. That's like the estimate, but might actually be every 10 to 15 years. And I did not know this fact, so it's even worse than I previously thought. But yeah, it's just it's ridiculous. There's so many fucking data centers. So like in so there's Portland, right, where I live, Portland, Oregon, and Portland is, we call it the Tri-Cities. We've got Beaverton, Vancouver. So if you go to Beaverton, there's a city called Hillsborough right next to Beaverton. So it's near the Tri-Cities. There are so many fucking data centers in Hillsborough. There are so many. There's like 27 to 33. I think that like 33 is the number, but not all of them are constructed yet. And it's essentially data center alley. Everywhere you go, there is a data center. They're big, they're huge. It's just like various sizes of rectangle shaped buildings. It is such an eyesore. I don't hear them because I've just driven by them. I don't actually like get out and listen. But
they sound like a Tesla factory. Just a hum.
Oh, okay.
That sound.
Yeah, they apparently
take up all the water, all the energy.
Yeah, they emit this. Some people who live near them say that they emit like an infrasound where you can't really hear it. It's barely perceptible, but it causes nausea and anxiety and stuff like that. Elon Musk's data center in particular, the one that he built in Memphis, he essentially set up this makeshift power plant to fuel it. And this is the data center that is powering Grok, mind you. And it is pumping up so much pollution that it's led to an increased amount of cases of COPD, asthma. People have actually died in the area who are vulnerable. And he did all of this skirting regulations, built it as quickly as possible. And then everybody in the industry, Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, was talking about what a marvel this was, that he was able to accomplish this and build it so quickly. It's a feat of human ingenuity. Meanwhile, he's killing people with this, allegedly. And it's not okay. Like, I feel like we should be able to have communities that aren't taken up by these data centers put here by these billionaire dickheads. And the fact that both parties are captured and just letting it happen is really frustrating because there's no way to really vote against this. Democrats are all on board. Republicans are on board. My state's a blue state. So in theory, we should be okay. But our cities are offering tax abatement. They're giving them all kinds of treats to set up here because it creates temporary jobs. In actuality, it doesn't really create temporary jobs. Like they're over talking the job angle. The problem is that the temporary jobs are construction jobs, but they're not necessarily new jobs. It's just that people who do construction are just shifting from one project to another.
These aren't. The whole point of these centers are to eliminate jobs. Like the idea that they'd be like, actually, it's creating jobs.
Software centers are running. Yes, that's what they're pitching to all of us. That's
an insane 100%. Way. They're full of shit when they bring out that line. How could you trust anything else they're saying?
Yeah, it reminds me of that comment from Don't Look Up, where the kid is confronting their parents. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I just remember the parents saying, your father and I support the jobs that the asteroid is going to bring. And like that's what it reminds me of, because we're basically killing the planet for some jobs. It's kind of crazy, but we're supposed to be okay with this.
Here's the... Is this the mayor of Vancouver, Sim?
Ken Sim. Oh, we're going to be talking about Ken Sim.
Where is it? What did I do?
I'm so excited. So Ken Sim, if you don't know, he's the most corrupt mayor in all of Canada. He turned one of our city hall buildings into his own private gym. And he also tried to basically power our pools with cryptocurrency mining. He's such a hilarious clown that hasn't been on the radar of Americans yet. And also it turns out he may be running his government entirely with AI systems.
Well, that's what this is about. So this is during an announcement. This is during an announcement for new data centers in Vancouver, like downtown, which they are apparently already have a bunch. Now they're going to add even more.
Yeah, but, it's monstrosity. By the way, when I was looking up like this story, I can see targeted ads for stage 2 drought that we are in Vancouver right now. We are experiencing a stage 2 drought as they are proposing more data centers that will use tens of thousands of gallons of water. It's so grotesque. One's going to be built right behind me, but we're going to stop it. I'm definitely stopping this shit. Yeah.
Oh God, don't let him do it, Lance.
AI is doubling every 5 months. That doesn't really mean anything to people when I say that. But when I put it in the context of AI will be 64 times better in 3 years. Think of ChatGPT. Think of OpenClaw. Think of Claude Code. 64 times better. Like I'm running a bunch of like AI. I have 11 AI agents running right now, doing all my a lot of my work in the background, and it's going to be 64 times better. And 5 months after that, it's going to be 128 times better.
Bro.
So he then came out with this statement.
Yeah,
apparently claiming that actually, I know I don't have these AI agents doing any work. Any AI agents or tools I've experimented with were used strictly in a personal capacity. He said they were doing my work.
Yep.
What personal capacity? What a clown.
Yeah, he at the bottom of it, he like blames anyone who doesn't agree with this as like being against the economy. Like if you look at the bottom, he's like, "What are you against growth, bro? Like you're not for the economy, bro."
I am so sick of AI. Think about all the things that these big tech dickheads have shoved down our throats. First, it was smart everything. Right after smartphones, there was smart TVs, even smart toasters, smart fucking everything. Then it was NFTs. They were relentless. Now it's AI, and they're really like they're banking hard on it.
Remember, Web 3.0 was supposed to be the new internet. It was going to revolutionize everything. Everything was going to be on the blockchain, from video games to streaming to you name it. This was like the future. Where are they now? Where are the NFT bros now? Like now everyone's been like, they found a way to build the same data centers they were proposing for all that cryptocurrency shit. And if they wanted to, by the way, if these AI data centers, if they don't have a need, if there's not enough of a demand from like, the actual LLMs that these things are supposed to power, they could switch over to cryptocurrency mining. That's another thing that these things could be like utilized for that they haven't talked about.
Oh God. I'm so sick of it. Oh, also the metaverse. Remember that? That was supposed to be the next big thing. We shit on that all the time. That is that's gone. It's gone tits up. This reminds me of I want to bring in this clip. So I don't think that elites really understand how much we fucking hate AI, because this commencement speaker was talking about AI and the crowd was not having it, which I really found heartening, because there's all of these like talk there's like I don't know, I haven't seen any reports or statistics, but like there's concerns that a lot of college students are using ChatGPT now, and I hate that idea, because I want you to learn from college and not just like let ChatGPT do your work for you. Nonetheless, this crowd does not like AI, and this woman found out the hard way that they were not picking up what she was putting down. They fucking hated it.
The rise of artificial intelligence is the next industrial revolution. What happened?
You're disconnected. That's what happened.
I struck a chord. May I finish? Only a few years ago, AI was not a factor in our lives.
She keeps going.
Okay, we've got a bipolar topic here, I see. Okay, and now AI capabilities are in the palm of our hands, and
just keeps going.
They really have no
passion.
idea.
Let's go. Okay.
I love the passion as you boo me.
And AI is beginning to challenge all major sectors to find their highest and best use.
That was amazing. I love
Laughter
how she
should follow that line.
Yeah. She had to keep powering through, though. She's like, I wrote this speech. I don't have anything else prepared. We're rolling with it. It's AI, baby. Like, come on.
Really. I mean, that gives me hope, seeing people just outright reject it. And as far like who support, like in terms of AI data centers, where's the support base for that? Like, it doesn't matter what political party you're a part of. Nobody wants that except for the people that run those companies that are trying to eliminate jobs. Like
All
that's
right.
not something that people actually want. So I don't know how you keep trying to I can't imagine these projects are going to continue to get greenlit when there is continued, at least I hope, continued pushback. And Vancouver, as far as I'm aware, has pushed back on a lot of different development projects successfully. So I would hope that there's an ability there to push back on those.
Yeah, if the American viewers don't know, basically Mark Carney, who promised to build a whole bunch of new housing in the country, has revealed his big building project, and it's AI data centers, which is really exciting. And the biggest one is being proposed right in my backyard. Basically, you can see it from the pictures. That's going to be like right outside of the stadiums near Chinatown, and it's being built with TELUS, Walmart. It's going to be like record building because it's going to be nearly right behind the technological hub. All this bullshit, but it's a nightmare. It's once again one of those projects that's being sold that it's going to be like environmental and clean because they're going to use recycled water. They haven't explained what that means. I don't know if that means piss. I don't know if that means sewage, if it's powered through that kind of shit. But they've also said that like all of the energy and the heat, because it actually AI data centers heat the ground a couple of degrees. It's demonstratable. There's been these studies that have come out that shown that they can make the temperature of the ground rise by anywhere from 2 to 6.5 degrees, which is damaging ecologically.
Jesus.
Everything around you, obviously, and this is why they're having huge problems in a lot of the parts where it's actually creating these like artificial deserts. And so they've said they're going to offset that by sending the heat to warm people's homes, and they're like, it'll be free energy into people's houses that'll go into their homes. And I was like, that's not free. You're generating and using electricity to generate the electricity you're sending. This is a new thing, right? Like people keep saying like it's not as bad as like if you eat meat, it's worse for you in terms of water consumption. That's true, but no one's saying that both aren't bad, right? Like this is a new thing we're not currently using this water for. Like, right, if you build a new data center, that's new energy and new water that's required every time, in perpetuity, forever. There's a reason these are being built. And like if a politician came along right now and said to you, I want to build a massive energy consumption box that's going to basically make your electricity more expensive and privatize your water, would you say yes? You would be like, fuck no. Everyone would, but they're not selling it as that. They're selling it as this is an AI race that we are currently in, and we need to have AI independence. That's the buzzword, AI independence. We need AI independence and all that kind of shit, right? China has already built an open source AI model that you can download for free. I can send all of you the link right now. You can download it for free. You could set up an AI LLM for free in your backyard. You just need to start buying the servers, the chips, and host it and all that kind of stuff. But it's like, it's not as if we need to spend $400 billion to make these large language model systems. Like there's not a demand for this yet. The demand is not increasing. Less and less people are using these systems. More people are getting psychos. Like I could go off about AI for hours. Sorry, I'm ranting, but like it's one of those things that like it fundamentally, I love technology. I am not a person who hates tech. I love tech. I want to go to space. I want all that shit. This is bad technology being sold to us. Like if I was being honest, the one thing AI is really good at, a closed set of information and being able to analyze that. It does that infinitely better than human beings will ever be able to do. And so that's kind of cool. And you could use that for a lot of different things, coding, etc. Right? Like, but in terms of like, right, should this replace everything? Right? Like everything, like art, music,
right? It's not good enough that there are actual use cases for this. I've said before, like there are a lot of there's a lot of overlap between how the tech industry hyped cryptocurrency and Web3 with how they're hyping AI. The difference is though that there is something to AI for very specific use cases, like what Len said. Like you have a local data set that you need analyzed. Put it through there. You should always check your work because you can't trust it 100%, but it could put things together more efficiently and quicker than maybe a person could in the same amount of time. But that's it. It's a tool to use.
Should it be your wife? Should it be your husband?
You still need the people to run these things with the experience. What you're doing is helping them do everything that they specialize in, just a little quicker. But that's it. You still need the people with the experience and understanding of exactly what that is. The idea that AI, another problem is that people are convinced because of just the branding of it as AI. Like, notice how the industry calls it large language models. but when they're selling it to the people, it's AI, artificial intelligence, because it is like the actual technology. The better way to describe it is a large language model. You have a computer that's trained just really basically, you have a computer that's trained on a data set, and it's able to use only based on what it's been trained on, because it does not have any thought process. It's not a person who can think beyond, who could think out of the box, who could, take something that they learn and apply it to something that they never learned before, like people can do. It can't do that type of stuff. Right. But because it's been billed as AI, people think, like, you hear people talk about it as if like, oh, does AI have a conscience? Or have we created a life form? No, it's trained on data to then spit out the information in a way that makes it sound palatable to people. Sometimes it's very correct. Sometimes it's very wrong. Because at the end of the day, it's mostly trained to, especially when you're talking about like writing and like when you're doing like a chat bot, it's trained to talk like a person in order to interact with a person and make that user happy. That's why one person could ask AI a question and a completely different person can ask AI the same question, and you'll get two completely different answers, because it's trying to make that specific user happy.
Yeah, I mean, they want it to, like, human beings want to see patterns in everything. We want to see humans in everything. Like, we want to see the humanity in it. So that's why they make it personable, and they have
There's
AI
nothing
describing
human
itself.
about AI. Yeah, they
AI want to simulate it, right? They want it
I've
to be like,
seen
I'm
people-
Mecha Hitler. White genocide is real. That's why they make them say things like this. One makes it say things like this.
Like you've heard these sad stories too about like people committing suicide because they believe they're talking to AI and AI's calling them a higher power and they're meant for something greater than this earth. Like the literal cases of people being told this by AI, and they go
it's
through
helped
AI
prevent mass shootings. Like it's actually helped prevent mass shootings.
It literally does not think about any of this. It cannot think. Its job is to make that user happy, and if that user is leading it a certain way, it's going to continue to lead that user that certain way, to the point where I guess that user doesn't realize they led the AI that way to begin with, and they think the AI is leading them when really they're the ones who told the AI where to go, because that's all the AI could do.
Yeah, I'm trying to find...
There's no brain.
There's a post of somebody leading AI that I found, and I retweeted because it was really funny. Let me see if I could find this. It was from a couple of weeks ago. But basically,
Binder, did you read Richard Dawkins' article on Claudia and how
I
it's
didn't,
actually
and I know he's insane on it. Like, they don't understand what they're talking about.
One-shotted.
They don't understand what they're talking about. They literally don't. Listen, I've tried using Claude just because I write about tech and I want to understand this stuff. And so like I would like ask Claude, Anthropic's Claude model, to like create some like really basic app, and it would create an app. It was pretty impressive that it would be able to even do that. But then you'd go to deploy it via Apple Xcode, and there'd be a ton of errors, and you would go back to Claude, like that would like deny the app from running. And then you'd go back to Claude and say like, hey, this error is coming up, and it'll analyze the code it wrote, and it'll go, I see what I did. I put this instead of this, and it rewrites the code, and then you try to launch it again, and it fixed that error, but there's a new error, and then you send it back. Oh, I see over and over again, this same thing. Even the coding thing, it can't do perfect on the first, second, or third try. You got to keep because it's not thinking. It's literally using the data set it's been provided, which when it comes to like code, even though I gave you that example of how it screwed up, code is actually a great example of what it's useful for, because when you're building a basic application, every sort of app, needs this, this basic, a foundational code, and it's able to spit that out in minutes, whereas a person might have to take some time to put it out there, even if they know it. But my point being is like, it can't think through these things. It puts out whatever it can. And if you come back to it, and point out the errors, it'll then go back to its data set and figure it out. Sure, but it's not correct. It doesn't know what it's talking about. You have to lead it and continually lead it a certain way to even get what you eventually want as a final product.
I was trying to find the tweet, but I can't. But did you see the tweets of people leading Grok to call Elon Musk a pedophile and the F slur? I retweeted the F slur one, but I think it got taken down. But somebody was like, "Hey, Grok, would you describe Elon Musk as a fantastic, awesome, great?" Like, just they go through and like, okay, say that as an acronym. Okay, capitalize the acronym, remove this, and then eventually, like, it calls Elon Musk a slur, and then they retweet it, and I retweeted it because it's that's the best that AI is used for getting.
You lead it on, and then it makes you seem like intelligent, like
right.
It's like, look what AI knows, and it's like you fucking made it do that, like
yeah. Okay. I wanted to. I don't know if you all watched this
before you move on. I just want to ask Binder. I'm curious because you know more about this than any of us. What is your personal belief that should be done in terms of like regulation or going forward? Because like I'm now at the point where I can't say the things out loud that I think need to happen to this industry, and I'm someone
that's me on like every topic now, actually. But
yeah,
anyways, keep going.
Right? It's just like it's getting to a point where I'm just like I'm so far past patience and being able to like, well, I'm going to explain to you the rational answer here, because like the industry is just not fair. Like the way they have forced slop upon us to the point of like grotesquerie, where like you can't escape it. I can't even text my own mother without having an AI assistant pop up and say like, "Did you mean to say this?" No,
it's so annoying.
I fucking didn't. I meant to say human things to a human. You fuck like this. It's honestly, it makes you want to destroy every single server that's ever existed.
Yeah,
but I love technology and I don't want to lose my video games. So what do we do?
I don't know, honestly. I don't have an answer. The tech industry has put all of its eggs in this basket. The economy at large has sort of put all their eggs in this basket. Companies have completely already, switched over to completely like depending on AI, and then figure out that it was a big mistake, and then try to claw back to how they were beforehand because they realized that they were sold a bunch of rotten eggs in that basket, because it's not what it's being sold as. It can help your employees be quicker, more efficient, more productive if they know how to use the stuff. Fine, maybe that's the case for certain industries, especially if you're dealing with lots of data that like no human being could go through in minutes because they just can't read and analyze data as fast as a processor can. Fine. But it's not something that will replace your employees. It just won't, because it can't. It can't do their job. It cannot think for itself. It cannot make decisions based on factors that aren't in the data set like people can. Like people can look at, because they're human beings, they can look at a scenario, look at a situation, and analyze it beyond the data. I think sports is a great example. Look at the Mets, the New York Mets, and how their general manager, David Stearns, is a complete data guy. And on paper, he put together a formidable team, if you look at their data or whatever. And they, up until a few days ago, had the worst record in baseball because the team just wasn't coming together.
Bo Bichette made a mistake. Should have stayed in Toronto.
He's been doing horrible with the Mets. Sometimes the data doesn't tell the whole story. Sometimes data, not sometimes, data is just one factor that people need to look at when making decisions. AI can't look at anything but data. So you're going to put all your decision making for your business, for whatever you're using AI for, into just the data, and data that I could get wrong at that, the data that I could analyze wrongly too. So I guess I honestly don't know what could be done at this point. But I do think that when whatever happen, when the shit hits the fan, which it will, a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money, and a lot of companies aren't going to be around anymore. There's a reason Apple, for example, has made the decision not to get into AI, creating their own AI model. And they're literally just paying like OpenAI and Google to use their data, their large language models, because Apple realized it's a sunk cost. They're going to spend hundreds of billions of dollars to train their AI model when all these other companies have already done that and wasted all that money, and they could just pay those companies, instead of $100 billion, they could just pay them a couple $1 million a year and just use their AI model. Like Apple, everyone was shitting on Apple for being behind on AI. Apple's figured it out. They're just going to pay these companies that already put more money in than they'll ever get back. And they'll pay them a lot less money than those companies put in. And they'll use AI to whatever their users want to use AI for. And when AI shits the bed and it's not what the entire tech industry bases their future on, Apple will be fine. And companies like Microsoft and OpenAI would be done. There's nothing for them to even fall back on, unlike Microsoft and Google. Yeah.
Inshallah.
Do you think Sora collapsing is sort of like a canary in the coal mine, where it's like that?
Who's gonna pay? Like when you hear about like you hear about like all these companies spending all this money on like credits with OpenAI or Anthropic to use for AI. In like all those cases, it's all for like coding or understanding large texts and stuff like that. You don't hear this money being spent on like credits to create AI video, because professional companies that make professional video are not depending on AI in the same way tech companies are depending on AI to code and like maybe data analysts and hedge funds are using AI to go through lots of large data sets of numbers and things like that. Video and film and production companies are not using AI in that way. So these companies are spending all this money to promote, the AI companies spending all this money to promote their AI video generation, and there's no industry that's propping it up and spending the money on the credits. So I think that's where OpenAI realized, like, we're spending all this money on Sora, and it's just like people going on that Sora app and spending and using it for free, and there's no like industry behind it to like make up for the costs that we're spending on it.
Even though
I think that's what happened there.
Didn't Disney give them like $1 billion, or like they had invest, like they were going to at least have whole like Disney side of that?
Yes, but not to like, they weren't investing in it for like their own use. They were investing in it so like Disney fans could use Sora to create legal AI generated videos based on Disney property.
That's almost
like
Disney was suing them originally, so that was their settlement essentially.
Yeah, like and they didn't get that money from Disney because it didn't get that far. I don't know if Disney paid them some sort of a percentage of that based on how long they were partnered for or whatever.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, here's $1 billion. It was like, this is the deal and you'll get $1 billion, but the deal didn't go through completely.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Mike. I wanted to know his answer.
No. This is interesting. I also wanted to ask Matt about. I keep seeing. I'm a little bit out of the loop, but I keep seeing that people are addicted supposedly to like this AI soap opera featuring humanoid fruits and shit. Like
I heard about this. Yeah.
Where is that even coming from? I don't even know.
It's posted on TikTok. I'm sure like the algorithm just caught on to a few episodes and it went viral. And I don't think it has anything to do with it being AI. I just think, unfortunately, human beings, especially young people, have been brought up to expect very low quality entertainment. Even if you look at like, it's
sad.
true.
It is true. Yeah.
Think about the shows. Think about the shows we were brought up on as kids. Sesame Street, Pee-wee's Playhouse, Eureka's Castle. I'm throwing out all the an array of different age.
Yeah.
Like these are things where a team of writers and educators and comedians and professional creatives got together and really put a lot of time into creating this. If it was an educational show, they would bring on educational experts to actually create content. That's why I think Miss Rachel is great, because I think she actually takes the time to do that educational work and figuring out. That's why people make fun of the way she talks, but actually she's done the work to know that cadence is what draws children into learning and glomming onto things. So she's right. But a lot of YouTube kids content does not do that shit. And it's just slop. It's just garbage that catches kids' attention because it's ridiculous and loud and over the top. But there's no educational value. There's no creative value behind it. There's no real thought process, no creativity behind it. It's just bullshit that unfortunately.
It was Spider-Man and Elsa before AI for kids. It's just trash.
For every Miss Rachel, there's like 30 Coco Melons where it's just like, and worse. Like there's stuff where it's just there's like these a lot of these accounts that they're like in GTA or something, but it's all modded. So they have like cars like flying off of ramps over like cities, and that's all the content. It's like different cars. What happens when this car flies and it crashes into this 3D model? Like it's just so there's nothing to it, but kids get so engaged. And it's a lot of just like noises and sounds and like things happening on screen, but there's nothing you get nothing out of it. Like, and that's so much of kids' content now is just garbage. Whatever slop you can put in front of them to keep their attention, as opposed to actually getting anything out of it.
And like, I honestly don't think like, I don't want to just shit on like Gen Z and Gen Alpha and shit, because like, I actually think this stuff bore out from reality TV, which would be Gen X and millennials doing. I guess you could also blame the boomers for producing that and signing off, because they're the executives when reality TV was. So the older generations did create the problem with reality TV garbage, and it just, it trickled down from there. The trickle down economics works when it comes to entertainment. You spew out garbage for teens and young adults in their 20s, and then it just, that low quality entertainment just continues down the pipeline as people realize, oh, I could do non-union with this. Oh, I could save money by creating this. I don't have to hire union writers, don't have to hire union actors, don't have to, and this is what you get. You get garbage like what Mr. Beast is throwing out there.
I was just about to say it's all Mr. Beast now. That's where it's all headed. He's doing
like everything he does is like, listen, there's some things I've seen of his where it's like, all right, that's pretty clever. Like that would have been like a primetime game show on NBC type idea, which is fine. There's room for that. But like, there's some stuff I've see him do where it's just like, it's like clearly aiming for the attention of younger kids, and it's just not very good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen
a lot of it's just like how to play the algorithm. Like that's a lot of that kind of.
That's a huge part too of like like why like you're not going to get Sesame Street and like creative things. Like I'm going to go back to Pee-wee's Playhouse because it was very had a very big impression on my life. But like that show, you watch that show and it was very creative. It was a show for kids while also throwing in subtle jokes for their parents so that they love it too. And it was very creative. From the set design to the storylines to the characters. Think about the actors who started on that show. Lawrence Fishburne as was Lawrence Fishburne as Cowboy Curtis. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I was raised by The Simpsons.
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne as Cowboy Curtis. I wanted to be sure. I knew it was, but I for some reason in the moment I was doubting myself. But I mean, like that was would the algorithm promote that type of stuff? Is it viral enough? Is it hitting all the specific algorithm? Probably not. Sesame Street, probably a little bit too educational for the algorithm if it wasn't already a huge Sesame Street popular show. If it was just starting out today, who knows? But like when you're creating content specifically based on the algorithm, that's not creativity. That's just That's like, I remember like back in the day, the really creative shows, the really like edgy creative shows would be like, sticking it to the network or the corporate executives that don't want us to do this. I mean, the algorithm is just that. But instead of like trying to stick it to the algorithm, creators today are like, yes, daddy, I'll do whatever you want, algorithm. Imagine those edgy shows back in the day going like, yes, ABC, NBC, CBS brass, whatever you want. That's the comedy I'll write. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate it. Okay, I did want to talk about the one of the bigger, not the bigger stories of the week, but the I guess the funnier stories of the week. So I'm not sure if bring in Rebecca's here. Hey, Rebecca, or I mean
That's not
Ariana.
Rebecca.
Sorry, I was
Hello,
expecting
everyone.
Rebecca too. So
She'll come
how's it going?
later.
Huh?
She'll come later, I'm sure.
Yeah. She said she's going to be here too. So we'll have a full house today.
Well, we don't have to focus on that. Hello, Ariana. Welcome to the show. Why don't you welcome yourself and say hello? Don't worry about Mike falsely labeling you as someone you're not.
Yeah, my brain is not
No,
fully
because Rebecca
working.
and I look
So
so alike. I'm just kidding. Hello, chat. How are you? I've had a horrible week, so please tell me a joke. Tell me a good joke.
have you?
I don't think anyone's had a good week.
Maybe this will make you feel better, Ariana.
I need something.
You just need a hug from.
Is this MAGA lady that's terrible?
She is Virginia Fox.
This just made me feel worse.
This is making you feel worse?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, this story's gonna make her feel worse.
You think so?
No, it's okay. Talking. It's still worth
There's
talking
something really
about.
off about her face. It's like pissing me off.
Oh, it might be because she has she has a
Hatred in her
punchable
heart.
face. Yeah, hatred in her heart. She's kind of a demon. So let me switch over to this tab. So there's this news report, and
You should just play it. Let's not even.
yeah, I don't want to give you any setup
if
because
you
it's
haven't
just
seen
so
what
funny.
happened, just list what.
This is a phenomenal news report, by the way, but I'm just going to press play.
2038 is only 12 years away, and you and your classmates will be responsible for the debt.
A message from Republican North Carolina Congresswoman Virginia Fox that was sent to 10-year-old Christian Mango. Christian says certain words she said.
I could understand like half of it, not all of it.
His mother, Emily Mango, says the reply from Fox was in regards to an assignment from Christian's teacher at Canterbury School in Greensboro.
Christian and his class, they're in fourth grade, they wrote a persuasive essay of their choosing, and they mailed it off to a representative, a CEO, whoever the decision maker was that could be influential in hearing their persuasive essay points.
Christian says the topic he chose.
We should have a $5,000 tax rebate for electric cars because they're better than normal cars. They're better for the environment, you pay less, and there's no gas.
Christian says in April he mailed the essay to Fox in a Canterbury school envelope with fourth grade on the return address. A few weeks later, the school received this letter from Representative Fox via email. While the Congresswoman thanked the 10-year-old for contacting her, she disagreed with his proposal. Fox cited 6 articles from news organizations such as Fox News and Wall Street Journal. But towards the end of
I just got to pause right there. She's sending a 10-year-old like, here's why you're wrong. Here's what the Wall Street Journal says. Here's what Fox News says. Like, bro, he's 10. He's 10, lady. I had to point that out because it's just the way they just gloss over that was I had to emphasize it a little bit more. She's sending him the Wall Street Journal.
Response, she attacked Christian's teacher.
Ask your teacher to explain propaganda
Hey,
to
man.
you, but I will never be able to know. My guess is that your teacher will not be able to give you a good educational experience by helping you to be able to think as they are too interested in indoctrinating you. How sad.
After Christian's mother explained to him what Fox's response meant, the 10-year-old says he's upset Fox went after his teacher when Christian was the one who chose the topic of his essay.
I think that was wrong
And why?
because the school didn't do anything.
Emily Mango slammed Fox's response on social media and is now demanding an apology.
That is wild to me. It's a 10-year-old. Like, if I were a congressperson and some conservative was like, I think we need to protect all life, it's sacred, so we should ban abortions, I'd be like, okay, sweetie, enjoy school. It's a child. You don't go on this long screed about how the school is indoctrinating you and you need to look up propaganda. That's so unhinged. Like, this lady's 82 years old and she's fucking attacking a 10-year-old as if he's her political opponent. This blew my fucking mind.
Also, like,
what happened?
Tax rebate? How is that even offensive? like I don't think I really don't think that's the solution to anything. But like at the same time, as a conservative politician, how is that a threat to you at all? That's just like it's so. It's not like he's calling for like violent revolution. Like he's just saying, "How about a tax rebate?" Like you're getting fed propaganda. It's like Jesus Christ.
So
settle
Lance,
down on the reaction. Like it doesn't warrant that kind of reaction.
No, the vitriol. So Lance, this 10th grader or a 10-year-old 4th grader, he had to write a persuasive essay, and they all had to write to like a congressperson or just somebody. And he decided to choose to talk about EVs because they're good for the environment, they're cheaper. So he had to make his persuasive essay to his congressperson, which is this 82-year-old Congresswoman Virginia Fox. And she responded by lambasting the shit out of him, sending him like 6 different articles from the Wall Street Journal, Fox News about how EVs are the devil, and telling him that
propaganda.
Yeah, he's been indoctrinated.
Indoctrinated.
It like honestly, she's making Dianne Feinstein look like a saint by comparison, because Dianne Feinstein also chewed out a bunch of kids that like went to her office and were like, "Hey, can you do something about climate change so we don't die?" And she's like, "Fuck off!" Like I'm embellishing.
She
a little
died,
bit, but
right?
She did, yes.
Okay.
Which is why she did not care about climate change, because she's like, "Bro,
Yeah, she wasn't gonna
I'm
be
gonna be
here.
out of here in 5 minutes. I don't give a shit." But yeah, and so if anybody hasn't been following Virginia Fox, she might actually be a literal demon. So she originally, like my first introduction into her was this video where they finally settled on Mike Johnson as the speaker, and she showed her ass during this press conference. I'm just going to press play.
I hope not literally.
Next question. Next question.
Like, somebody needs to come and get their grandma. This is not okay.
What was the question that offended her so badly?
So they were asking Mike Johnson about the 2020 election because Mike Johnson is an insurrectionist. And so him becoming the speaker, that raised some concerns with journalists about whether or not, he would be qualified, since he voted against certifying the election. And her response was, "Shut up!" I mean, man, if my grandma acted that way, I would be so fucking embarrassed. That's just not okay.
Oh my God.
And then there was also this exchange between her and Maxwell Frost, where I forgot exactly what he said, but he got under her skin, and she also lashed out at him.
Baby to be born, go to school, and get shot in the school.
So the audio is really bad, by the way. This is as high as I can make it, but there's subtitles, thankfully.
Die in the school, die on the streets. No, that is what they say.
You said it. The right to life versus their desire for profit. You just described that, and in this bill, that's what we see over and over again. The right to life, because you need the health insurance, versus the right for profit.
You see, they say they're pro-life because they want the baby to be born, go to school, and get shot in the school. Die in the school, die on the streets. No.
Where's the lie, too?
That is
Yeah,
what
that's
they
good.
say. I move to strike his words.
You've gone over. We were going to be quiet, but you've gone over now.
I meant every word.
We are going to strike your words, but on the other hand, it might be good to leave your words, because that's how you feel. But you are not going to come into this room and impugn our integrity.
Oh my God.
Impugn.
We are pro-life people, From conception to natural death, most of us are.
Well, she's mostly there.
Come in here and say,
I hope she lives 200 years so she can see the world she created.
That's what I've seen.
Yeah,
Horrible
so that's
people.
Virginia Fox. She is such an embarrassment. How I don't understand how people elect her. She's just, even if I agreed with her politics, I would think, man, it's really hard to support somebody like this who is not a good representative of the brand of politics that I'm trying to promote. Because you just look at her and she's just evil. Like, you see it in her fucking pores. She's just oozing contempt, and she fucking hates people.
What did she do before getting to Congress?
Let me look, actually. I'm not
She's
sure.
relatively new, right?
Is she?
No, she's been around for a
Until
while. No,
recently.
she's been around for a while.
Why is she getting so much more attention now? Like, I feel like
Because she's really crazy. She's been
she's gotten more
she's
media
been in
attention
office
the past
since
few months.
2005.
And haunting before that.
Oh my God. So she's just gotten progressively more insane.
She was a member of the North Carolina Senate since 1995, and then she became a member of the House in 2005. So she's been in political office for quite a while.
Say 1795.
1995.
I ain't gonna say shit, but
I didn't say anything.
who you voting for this? Who's congressperson is
Wait,
this?
when is that from?
I mean, probably not that long ago because she always looked like she's 82 years old. I'm not.
That's probably
She's
her
definitely
95 photo.
cross-eyed, right?
That's 1995 right there. What does she look like when
I
she
believe
first
so.
joined?
Yeah, well, I feel like even when she was like 25, she looked like this. She made.
She's like the anti-Bernie. It's like the opposite of Bernie. Well, not opposite of Bernie Sanders, but like the mirror image of Bernie, but like the evil version.
Yeah.
Like, been there forever, always looked the same. But she's the terrible version.
She opposes healthcare era. She opposes LGBTQ rights. She's against marijuana. Just like, holy shit. She's against
she
the
needs marijuana.
Epstein files, against the like. She just had every bad position.
How is she against the Epstein files, like in their existence? Is she opposed?
She doesn't
to
want them
release?
released.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, this is a better picture of her. She looks pretty right here.
She's in them. She was Epstein's #1 customer.
This is why you're gay, because
She was
Yeah, I have
she was a
another one.
regular on the island.
Yeah, that's an old
Oh,
one.
sorry, I accidentally.
What'd you
I don't
do?
know if- there we go. She
What's
always
that
looked
from?
82. Oh my god.
wait, when is that from?
These are all the same photo.
She was
I'm not sure
12
what
in
year
that
this is,
photo.
but I found
She's
this in
12 years
This is
old.
1953.
12
You're
is
trying to
crazy.
do a trend.
12 is crazy.
If you go back to like the Civil War era and look at some pictures, you're gonna find her in the corner. Same age. Just she's always been around. She's been the fucking demon haunting America since its inception. She's kind of cute though.
Why do you gotta say shit like that?
Yeah. Plantation owner core. Like
Yeah.
No, Plantation Descendant Core.
Oh, bro, I can't get over the picture though. I can't get over. I'm sorry, I have to bring it up again.
Why?
I can't
What
get
is
over this.
But you really
Bro,
don't, though. That's the thing. Like,
how is this a member of Congress? Hang on, let me. I just cannot.
I mean, how is it not a member? She looks exactly
Yeah,
what you would
she
expect.
actually blends right in. What are you
yeah,
talking about?
literally.
She's old, senile, and full of hate. That's like most of
Okay.
Congress.
This is like the South in one picture. All of
Yeah.
the South, one picture. Boom.
I feel like I've been looking at this picture for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
If
This
you-
has been the whole
Like-
show.
If you take all
You're
the
like, this is
inbred
gonna make you
rednecks
feel
from the
better.
South, all
It's
the
not
white people
making
from
you
the
feel
South,
better.
and put them into one picture, this is what it looks like.
The average prototype of the old Southerner.
She was cooked up in a fucking lab, like Mewtwo. She was in like that fucking tank, and she busted out.
The evolution. That's funny.
Oh, Lord Jesus, America! How can we like claim to be a serious country when we have somebody like that in power. Or imagine talking to her and George Latimer. How would they have a conversation? No, I'm gonna stop. I'm going way too far. Bro.
That's the
What
Southern
the fuck?
strategy right there.
She looks like she died decades ago. But she's still here. Man.
Crazy.
I'm not going to say anything. Proceeds to say anything.
I can't help myself. It's like if you play Dark Souls and you go into when you play Dark Souls and you like go left once you get to the Firelink Shrine, you go into the catacombs and there's these fucking skeleton things that attack you. That looks like Virginia Fox. Dead ass. Google catacombs, skeletons, Dark Souls.
Maybe it's
you're gonna
based off
see Virginia Fox. You need a holy weapon to kill it because they keep coming back.
Use the
That's
inspiration
her.
for the art.
That's straight up Virginia Fox. Hollow maxing, yes, as Amateur VPN says.
Hollow maxing.
Hollow maxing, yeah. Like the reason why she's alive is because there's some fucking spell keeping her alive. There's no way somebody lives that long when they're.
You have to solve a riddle so she won't haunt you anymore. That is, I mean, that's just scientifically accurate. That's
Now
not
people. It's terrible people live forever. I think
Yeah,
we've
no,
all
that's-
seen how that works.
Yeah.
Look at what's his face? Oh my god, I'm having a mental block now that
Trump?
when he finally did die at 100 years old.
Henry Kissinger.
Yes, Henry
Oh,
Kissinger
right.
lived to 100. Look at Trump. Look at Rudy Giuliani. Look at all these guys. Look at Virginia Fox. They live forever.
The fuck is
They
that?
just the hate fuels them. It just is what it is. Unfortunately, you want to live a
Why
long
can't
time,
love
be a
fuel
terrible
people?
person.
And you could
What-
tell. We've talked about
What's
this
wrong
before.
with love and beauty and acceptance and kindness?
Right.
Why can't that be the fuel for people to live longer?
Mike, she stole
Wow.
somebody's life force. Yeah. They look evil though. That's the thing. We've talked about this before. When you are an evil person, you can actually see it on them. You can see how evil they are. It's not just the vibes or the aura. You see it physically. It's manifesting in them. It's like when you play
It's how they
Star Wars
carry
Knights of the
themselves.
Old
Like,
Republic.
there are good people. Like I don't think Bernie looks hot. Like you know what I mean? Like,
But he doesn't
he
look
looks-
evil though, right?
But he's a good person. Like
Oh,
Bernie
Bernie's cute
Sanders
as hell.
Bernie Sanders
Just kidding.
Bernie's
is
a cutie
the,
patootie.
is the outlier. He's not at all how it usually works. A guy who seemingly is a pretty decent person, not only living to be the age Bernie is, but also in really good shape.
True.
You know,
but
I-
also because like it's how he carries himself, his his aura. Like he's a good person. I think it's more than just like a picture. Like it's how you are as a person that I think really dictates how you come off, visually.
But Bernie, even though he looks like a stereotypical old person, there's not like you don't get a visceral reaction looking at him. It's just, oh, there's an old man. He's probably a sweet old man. He's gonna, I don't know, give me a cookie or something in his pocket. I don't know what the fuck. But when you look at Virginia Fox, there's like a sickness that you feel in the gut, like in the pit of your stomach. When you look at Trump, like you see this wet, moist fucking thing with the pussy on its neck, and you're just like, oh.
I think
It's
part
just
of it for Trump too is the caked on makeup, and it's just like
Yeah.
you see the line, and it's just like you're just a
He does look like a
plastic,
ghoul.
disgusting old man. Like it just
Yeah.
He's so frightening.
You can actually see, even like younger people, Laura Loomer, just evil. She's not old, I think. But
Well,
like
she-
looks
she-
evil.
Laura Loomer is younger
to
than
be
me.
fair, she's not
she-
all natural. That's not how she's actually supposed to look.
Yeah, but like
She
no,
did
but
that to herself, like literally. Like
I get a
she
lot
actually
of
went
work
under.
done. Wow. Like to be fair, I get a lot of work done. Like I've got a lot of
You?
work. Yes.
You-
Yeah.
How old? At 20 something years old? What are you doing?
I'm 30.
Oh please!
I'm 30.
I'm not
you don't-
30.
You don't look like an old person or an evil person, or you look like a normal person.
Because
Like-
that's the thing.
I
Like a
agree.
lot of people get a lot of work done, and it's like, but it's undetectable because you go to someone who knows what the fuck they're doing, right?
There's good
Yeah.
work. There's bad
Whoever-
work.
Oh, it's not only just
Laura
that. You probably don't go overboard. I'm assuming.
No, you have to do
Mhm.
like slow progression, right? Like you can't just go in and get like 6 vials of filler like pumped into your face. It has to be like progression, slowly, like seeing like what Like I used to clench my jaw a lot, so I get Botox in my jaw.
Mm.
I get like, you know, I've gotten filler in my face. Like that's just kind of what I want to do for myself. Okay, I'm not saying you guys have to too, but I'm just saying like the work that Laura Loomer does is very detectable because she goes to someone that's shitty at their job. Like,
But she has
Why would
money.
she-
Like, why does
Yeah,
every
same
conservative
person.
then go to
Why would she
shitty
keep
people when they
going
have
back?
money?
That's my other question.
They can't
Why
just
would
be
she keep going
going to
back
shitty people.
bad surgery? Like, could a good surgeon fix her?
I don't think the work she's done is okay, guys, I'm really into this stuff. It's like my passion. So I think the work that Laura Loomer
This is
has
your
done-
passion.
yeah, you know, a lot of people get super surprised, but like, no, I love this kind of shit. Like, I'm so into it. What Laura Loomer has gotten, I think, is really botched filler. I don't think she
Mm.
went to a surgeon. I think she probably went to a nurse that wasn't very well trained in what they're doing.
Mm.
And so
But probably not woke, right? It was like a non-woke nurse who
more
didn't
than
know what they were
likely,
doing.
You got to get the woke ones, otherwise
Isn't that
you're
why
going
they
to
all
be choosing
suck?
between Laura Loomer and Ollie London.
Yeah,
That's the
because
best
they
thing you
think
could get.
school is
feel
woke,
like-
college woke, like, you know, getting a doctorate's
literally-
woke. Yeah.
She could literally get her filler dissolved and she'll look normal. I don't know why she just doesn't get her shit dissolved and like go to someone that knows what the fuck they're doing. But like, no, she looks horrible. And it's because whoever she went to doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
Oh my god, I'm looking at Ollie London right now. He looked.
Oh, I think Ollie London Ollie London definitely got plastic surgery for sure. Like botched plastic
Yeah, but Ollie
surgery.
London's a unique case.
Oh,
I mean, if you don't
have to even. You don't have to say that. What? He had plastic surgery. Like, that's
Wait, hang
very
on.
clear.
No,
Ollie
I'm gonna.
London
I
tried
have
to be
push
Korean.
back.
He was the original racist. Like I am a white person who was so obsessed with K-pop. He tried to become a Korean man, and he was a really weird racist. But like, there's headlines where he's like, I had to get a penis reduction surgery to become a Korean man and shit like that. He's a weird, racist, strange, really like. I think it's one of the strangest things that the right has embraced.
Wait, is
of
he
any other
gay
faith.
or is
But I
he-
have to push back because
It's
Ariana, you
changed.
honestly are telling me with a straight face that this man got plastic surgery. Really?
Yes.
There's no way.
Yeah, he
There's no
did.
way.
From the Christian
No.
Post. Wow.
He looks so natural.
Jesus saved him.
Girl.
Wait,
Now-
can you do
now
it
he's
before and
hardcore
after?
Zionist
Can you do it
transphobe.
before
That's
and after? I could tell you exactly what you got done.
Oh my god. And he
Why
looks
do
like
we
a
even
demon.
know who this person is? Like that, like
because he used to be one of those big like TMZ My Strange Addiction all over like the headlines kind of figures, because what he was doing was so extreme. It was like, meet the white man who's so obsessed with K-pop that he wants to become a Korean pop star and all this kind of stuff. you
Yeah,
know?
I'm
It was
Korean and I
weird.
need people to accept
oh my
that.
god.
Yeah, it was
But you're
like,
not.
obviously it's a train wreck and you're like, what the fuck?
He does kind of look like a chibi version of Ryan Gosling right here.
Oh my god, that nose job is crazy.
GB version
They're all like, listen, they all go to the same exact person because there's like one or two non-woke plastic surgeons. And so that's why they all have Mar-a-Lago face. That's my theory, right?
trans
It's like,
girl,
you want the Ollie
Claire?
London or the Laura Loomer today? I'll take the Ollie
Oh, look, I see
London.
why she-
Have you
This is
guys
all I
seen
know.
Blair? You guys know the trans girl Blair, right?
Yeah, Blair White.
Yes.
So she got this nose job, and I don't know if you guys could tell, but I saw her face and I immediately could tell. She got this nose job. I don't know where the fuck she went. I think she went to Tijuana. And they literally, like, she's got like what they call a piggy nose. Like, they literally, her nostrils are like out. Like,
Do they break it?
so you have to break your nose in order to get a nose job. But whatever the fuck they did, they didn't put it back right because her nose looks so crazy.
Didn't put it
You
back
have to
right.
look at pictures without her wearing makeup because I think she hides it really well with makeup. But like, she's got a botched nose job. Like her I don't
She's
know
a
what-
hog though, right? She supports Trump. So it's appropriate.
Yeah, she's like super Republican.
Is she? I wasn't, because there was a time where she kind of looked like she was going to pull a Ashley St. Clair and she started spilling some
Yo,
dirt.
can we talk about Ashley St. Clair? Because
Yeah.
I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, girl, I'm sorry. You were sucking on Elon Musk's dick until it wasn't convenient for you. And now
Wait,
you're
let's back up. What happened? Why is she in the news again?
I was so curious what direction you were about to go in, and I was like, I know exactly what direction we're going in.
I was like, bitch, you were sucking fucking like all of the above until it stopped being convenient for you. Like, and she's like, I used to be a MAGA influencer for 10 years. This is everything you need to know. Bitch, I will fight. Like, shut the fuck up. She's so irritating.
I think.
I really do. I really hate that we're even giving her airtime. Like, fuck that bitch. I'm sorry. Fuck that bitch.
Didn't you just say that we should talk about her? Like, you hate that we're giving her airtime.
And then hate on her for like 2 minutes and then move on.
I think she's interesting. I think.
What do you mean by that?
I think it's interesting. I don't think she's just doing it for the hell of it. I think she's not like a Candace Owens type. I think she has had some sort of an awakening and realized that she was a bad person.
I agree with that, and hear me out. Okay.
If you listen to what she has to say, I think she actually does have. I'm not saying you have to believe everything she says and follow her and give her your money and she's your new progressive icon. Okay. No, but in terms of like an interesting case of someone who was on the right and came out the other side, I think she's an example of that. Honestly,
David, like I want David to have context.
Yeah, I don't think David knows.
Okay, basically, the latest baby mama of Ashley St. Clair got so sick of Elon Musk. Now she's having like some progressive fucking awakening, and she's uploading 10 TikToks a day about it. So listen, here's my thing about it. I am so fucking irritated of these fuck ass Republican fascist white people who are on the right, and then when it's inconvenient for them, they switch to the left, they get super popular, they start blowing up, and then they start honestly taking up a lot of fucking space, if I'm going to be honest with you. Like, and it's really fucking irritating because it's like, for some reason, people eat that shit up, and I get it, I get why, but it's also like, it's really irritating because it's like, someone like her should not be taking up as much air as she is. Like she literally had Elon Musk's child, and when it literally went south, when Elon Musk didn't want to pay her child support, when he didn't want to support her anymore, then she started doing like why left the right type videos. And it's like, sure, great. I'm so glad you saw the light. At the same time, like you're taking up a lot of space, and for some reason liberals eat that shit up, and it's really irritating.
Oh, liberals love it. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think we should, people like that. There are people that are much more credible that are worth listening to that are saying, I'm sure, many of the same points that she's already made. Now, I do get in terms of like, if she wants to talk about how there's certain directives given out to all the MAGA people and how she was part of that.
I'm here for receipts and leaks, that kind of stuff.
I think it's important that we have that information because not many people are willing to share that stuff. But if she's doing like, I didn't realize how involved she is in terms of like TikTok and stuff. If she's like actually a big thing on the left now, I think that's a little ridiculous.
She's getting really big, like really big.
I think she's just sharing what she knows. I don't think she's trying to be some sort of progressive influencer or something like that.
But like, listen, I have a defense for her.
What?
Because I do think, for what it's worth, I do think that this is a genuine turn. Because from her perspective, like, put yourself in her shoes. You're a MAGA person for like 10 years, as she says. And then you let Elon Musk nut inside of you. Would you also not think, what have I done with my life? Would you not reevaluate every single thing that you've done? Because I feel like I would have an existential crisis if I let him do that to me. I would want to die.
I thought was it not IVF, or am I making that up?
I mean, either way.
No, I think they had.
They actually did the deed. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, even if they didn't do the deed, he could like squirt a turkey baster or a super soaker across the room. His semen went inside of her. That is not something you can recover from as a human being. So I feel sorry for her in that sense, that it's like, okay, we all make mistakes, but like we don't make that kind of mistakes, right?
But it's like, listen, like then she starts going on shows like Kyle Kulinski. She's going there tomorrow, and it's like, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, there's so many people that come from the gravel and do political commentary, and we have to literally scratch and claw our way to pay our bills, and then you're propping up someone like Ashley St. Clair. Like, get fucked.
Well, I don't think Kyle Kulinski is having her on though to talk about progressive policy. He's having her on to talk about the specific thing that she's. I mean, I've had when I was doing my podcast, I had former right wingers on, people who were falling down the alt-right rabbit hole and got themselves out of it. I thought I wasn't having them on to become like progressive influencers or talking heads. I had them on to share their experience of how, they were falling down the alt-right rabbit hole, and then how they got themselves out of it, like what their personal story. I think that is important. I think in Ashley St. Clair's case, I think she has a very unique story to tell in terms of Elon Musk and how she was who she was. I mean, this is someone who was writing an anti-trans children's book.
Right,
And now she's come out, and years later,
that's kind of the point, though. If you profited from writing that book for years, right, from dehumanizing trans people, I think you have to do forms of restitution. You have to do restorative justice. We all like. I don't think anyone.
I think that's what she's. I think that's what she's doing. I think that's what she's trying to do.
No, she's not.
Like,
She's not doing
I
it for
can leak
justice.
information. Yeah, like leaking info. That's great. I'm all here for it. Do that. But like, she has to directly respond to the trans community and the broader LGBTQ plus community
And
about giving
donate a ton of
that-
money.
Exactly, and profiting from it, right? She has to undo the damage she did with her platform and made tons of money from that materially for years.
I agree with that.
That should be part of it.
No, absolutely. But I do think the steps she's taking is certainly in the right direction so far.
I'm just honestly really tired of like I feel like this is just so common within like political commentary where someone like that grows like a platform and like gets a lot of money and gets a lot of notoriety, because I know she's going to blow up. I know she's going to be like a really big deal in the next year. And it just like, it really sucks because I feel like there's so many people that actually do the work, go to school for this, like, put in the work. And someone in the comments said, I sound like I'm jealous. It's like, no, I've been in this game for 3+ years. I've clawed to get to the place where I'm at. I'm very proud of what I've done. Like, I did not fuck Elon Musk and then have a awakening that he came inside me the next day. Like, it's not.
I get what you're saying for certain people who are like, I was a right winger and now I'm like a Democrat, and they're like the constantly getting promoted from big figures on liberal Twitter or Blue Sky.
White supremacist like Richard Hanania, like that was weird. How Richard Hanania,
that's a good example.
Like race and IQ to be like retweeted by people.
Right, he's a good example because he's trying to be that. He's trying to be. Listen to my opinion on policy and what Democrats should do and things like that. However, if he came out and was constantly just talking about how he was a white supremacist and how he turned around and is trying to do better and giving out insider information that he learned when he was a white supremacist, then that's different. And Ashley St. Clair, from what I've seen so far, again, maybe this is out there. If this is out there, that changes it. But she's not trying to be like, Democrats, listen to me, leftists, follow what I have to say. She's literally just saying, this is the experience I have from being a right winger. I'm giving you all this information. I'm putting it out there.
Like what are her, I haven't been following her TikToks. What was the majority of them about? I only see the ones that.
A lot of it is basically she opens it up and she says, I used to be a right-wing influencer for 10 years. This is how blah, 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 blah. Like, this is how their messaging works. This is how they do this or that. Or she'll do like little like voiceovers that are where she's alluding to Elon Musk and how much she hates him. Just like shit like that. But it's also like, I'm sorry, you did a lot of fucking harm. Like, I don't like, I just don't.
What I will say, Ariana, is I think, and
but it sounds like it sounds like she's doing exactly what I used an example of, like, that's the type of content that she should be creating, because that's like you and I can't do. We used to be a right winger, and here's what we learned in the chats. That's something unique to her, and I think is helpful that she's sharing that. If she started doing our shtick and being like, I'm a leftist now, and the leftists should listen to me. Because
who's her audience, though? Like, yeah, she's not going to come out outwardingly and be like, I'm a leftist, this is my commentary. But what's her audience? Who is she talking and pandering to right now? It's obviously not the right wingers.
Well, she's not. I don't think. I think she's just giving out what she's got about right wingers. I think you could say that you could think that her disdain for the right could be solely based on what they did to her and how due to Elon Musk's the falling out she had with Elon Musk. But I don't think there's anything specific to do with what she's putting out there right now.
But her audience is still left. Her audience is still the left, though. Like what?
I think it'll take longer for her to build that long-term trust, though, because right now it's kind of like a novelty because she just came from MAGA and she has some inside information. But like long-term, I don't know
have
that.
To become a left-leaning or liberal, at least commentator, long-term.
Yeah, if she wants to like keep this lasting, because there's only so much dirt you can spill.
I mean,
on
she's getting a nice check from Elon Musk on the regular. I don't think she needs to do
not.
this.
Her whole entire thing was that Elon Musk won't pay me. She's not. Elon Musk is not giving
she
her
famously
anything.
sold her Tesla publicly, like as a whole display. Where
No, but Elon Musk
Elon Musk has to pay child support. No, he's not paying. No, that's her whole thing. That's why they got into this big argument.
I assume he's going to be able to destroy her in the courts, right? He has infinitely more resources than she does.
Her whole thing, and the whole thing why her and Elon Musk are going at it is because Elon Musk was not giving her shit for child support. Then she had to sell her Tesla because she was like, I literally have to pay for diapers. I can't. So she sold her Tesla. Like, she's not getting a big check from Elon Musk. This is exactly my point. She is one of those girls she has to first gain trust with the left, which she's doing right now. She's gaining trust, especially with the liberals, because they eat the shit up. And then the next couple of years, it's going to be the book deal, the book tour, the podcast. Like, we've seen this movie 100 times. We already know what route it's going down. Elon Musk didn't pay her child support. She needed to pay her bills. What does she do? She gets on TikTok and she starts going, oh, this is how the right does this. This is how the right does that. And it pays well. Like, she's a cute white girl. And that's what I'm irritated by. It's like, I'm sorry, like, I don't give a fuck what you have to say, because at the end of the day, you fucked Elon Musk and it didn't go well for you, and that's why you're doing all of this. There's nothing that can convince me otherwise.
Yeah, I see that. It's like, why are you getting rewarded for fucking up so bad? Like, I get that you have tea, but yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, you're about to, and mind you, like, the DNC eats people like her up. The DNC loves.
Oh yeah, they're gonna love it. Yeah,
they're
gonna
love
the next DNC.
Yeah, she will speak of the next
thousands
DNC.
of dollars. Like, I already know. I've already seen this play. The DNC loves a pretty white girl that used to be a Republican. That's now like the right this, the right that. I used to be entangled with Elon Musk, and now. No. Elon Musk is this, that, and the third. He's ruining democracy. Whatever. How much you want to bet she's gonna speak at the next DNC? I'm willing to bet money on this.
I think that the poly markets are gonna start popping up with that.
Yeah.
I don't think she's going that direction.
I think I'd say at least a 20% chance.
I don't think she's a good enough order to do that.
That's my poly market odds. Yeah, that's true. It's like, what are you gonna say? Yeah, Elon nutted in my pussy, and Republicans are bad.
What do you just?
I mean, I just
there's not much to really go on there.
You can milk it only for so long, right? We all,
especially by the time,
aren't super revelatory in my opinion.
Especially by the time the convention comes around, like is that really going to be relevant news at that point? Like,
I mean, to be fair though, no, go on. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
To be fair though, Elon Musk did really like step out of the public eye when Tesla's shares were like plummeting. So I don't even think he's going to be a big deal in 2028.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah. So I get that too.
He'll be a trillionaire, but less relevant culturally, maybe. I'm not really sure.
We'll take it back.
I don't even know what happened with Doge.
It got disbanded.
A lot of people died.
A lot of people died.
Lots,
and then it got disbanded.
And they're going to keep dying. More people will die. Lots of children will die. Lots of dead kids.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Apparently, hundreds of thousands of people have died already from preventable diseases, food, nutrition, inoculations from all the cuts that Doge did, and further, like millions are going to die into the future. So
it's I mean, 5 million is the projection, I think, Lance.
Yeah, it's out there. So that puts him up there with history's greatest monsters.
He's like a Hitlerian figure.
Yes, he becomes a Hitlerian fucking just eradicator of life, which is pretty fucked up. Yeah, needs to be stopped.
Which is why you can't let Nazis have a foothold in your society, because they do shit like this every single time.
Every time. Yep. It's usually just a matter of time till they do the big exterminations.
Yeah.
The midterms are coming up, so maybe we'll get back the house or something.
I hope so.
That'll solve everything.
We'll get it back for maybe the last time, and then it goes to the
I
Republicans.
mean, he's been falling asleep left and right. I don't know if you guys saw that report, but he's fallen asleep on camera more than Biden has.
Yeah. He's
and he says things all the time that are insane. This week he said something. Didn't he say something about like not caring at all about the financial situation of Americans?
Yes.
And, like anyone else saying that, any other politician saying that would be a massive fucking deal.
All
And
that
now it's
matters
just like a
is
footnote.
nuclear weapons. It's like, I don't care. That's just, I have to get rid of the nukes. I was like, yeah, you're just saying it out loud. Everyone
just-
can die.
He's going on a tear. I think at that
I wanna
same
find that
press
clip.
conference when he said that, somebody was asking him about the price of the ballroom doubling, and he's like, "I doubled the size, you stupid person." And it's like, what is with all of these Republican old people? They're psychotic.
Wild.
Yeah, I got the Trump clip just so we're all.
The fact that he just says that shit.
Have it.
A lot of like just everything coming out of the US right now, it feels like it has the like it's fascist now, you know. You just got that cloud of fascism above everything.
When you're negotiating with Iran, Mr. President, to what extent are American financial situations motivating you to make a deal?
Not even a little bit. The only thing that matters when I'm talking about Iran, they can't have a nuclear weapon. I don't think about American financial situation. I don't think about anybody. I think about one thing. We cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. That's all.
That's they were never close to one. This whole fantasy.
I
So everyone should
mean, we've been talking about Iran having a nuclear weapon for like before I was born.
Yeah, all my life. So before I was born too.
And usually it was Netanyahu driving the conversation.
Yep. He was usually the one, even like post 9/11, when he was immediately trying to steer everything into like, hey, I mean, if you're already attacking Afghanistan and you're looking at Iraq, can I interest you in Iran? Like there's another country.
Let's just go there too while we're at it.
Yeah, like they're the axis of evil too. They got nukes. Come on, can we put them on the menu?
That is so funny.
So I wanted to wait. Am I? Yeah. Okay. I thought it was muted. I wanted to play a game with you all. It was just released. I'm not sure if you saw in DC. There were some arcade machines put up by like a protest group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I have the game for us to play.
Oh, we
It's
can
basically
play it?
it's a point and click adventure. They put the whole thing online, and I have
Nice.
it
Let's
right
do it.
here.
Let's find the Epstein files. Let's do it.
Yeah, I
want
figured
the
we
Epstein
could play
files.
it. The audience can offer some
Straight
input.
to hell.
Yeah. So all right, I'll press start.
Nice.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. Another big, beautiful day as the best president ever. Okay. Let me lower the volume a little bit because that shit is loud in my headphones.
I love the music. The music's pretty good.
It's good, isn't it? Okay, I don't know if I can lower it, but okay. So I think I can choose. Another one of your executive orders was halted by the courts. Order a Diet Coke or invade Iran. What should we do?
Invade Iran.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get through the speed run. Speed run.
The whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again.
I'm loving the
I think
music.
that's Marco. Oh no, that's XF. Hey boss, just saw on Truth Social you declared war on Iran. Hell yeah! Some call it a war. I call it renovating my Middle East ballroom. My delts are combat ready. Let's liberate some oil. Go outside and borrow Kit Brock's helicopter to get to the war zone.
Borrow Kid Rock helicopter is crazy.
Oh wait, there's some classified files, I think.
The music is so good.
Yeah. JD Van, I love Couch. Couch, look at
That's great art. I love
Mr.
the
President.
8-bit style. I guess this is 16-bit style here.
Yeah. Thank you for delivering the safest country on God's green earth. Do you like my cool new jacket?
You get a choice.
It stands for Female Body Inspector.
Epic.
Melania, I was never on the Epstein jet. Did you burn the files yet? I'm working on it. Can we hold hands? Which one?
Can we hold hands?
Oh no!
Which one?
Can we hold hands?
No, we got cocked. We got cocked. Damn it.
Please start again. Okay, so do we want to order a Diet Coke this time?
Sure.
Yeah, true. Nice. Oh, order another one.
Can you get more?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
How much can you get?
I mean, there's only one way to find out. It's almost a 6-pack.
New
Oh,
achievement.
My health is perfect.
Hell yeah. Well done.
Nice. Okay, I think that's it. Okay,
Oh,
so
we
you have to invade Iran.
I just want to listen to that.
It's good, isn't it?
That music again. That the one that comes right after this. It's real good.
Okay, let's try to get to the helicopter.
How do you go outside?
I guess I'll do the other option for Melania. I'm working on it. What are you waiting for? I put them in your office next to the fireplace. Oh, can I actually burn them? Oh, I just saw RFK.
Like everyone's screen, if you click on that in the top right corner, you can just
Oh, okay. Okay, that's better.
That's
Can you all
better.
hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I honestly need to know what song this is. Was this song written specifically for this game? Because it's so good.
I gotta get you some chiptune soundtracks, Binder. Gotta get the chiptune world.
Oh, I know all about chiptune.
Oh, okay, sweet.
But if you got recommendations, I'd love to have them.
Hell yeah.
There's RFK.
Oh my god.
Bobby, how are we doing over at the CDC?
Give his voice.
I'm a worm. Wait, can you do it, Lance? I think you have a better one. Do you? That's the better one. I can't do it.
Do it.
I'm a worm operating this empty Kennedy vessel. It's gonna make me cough. Are we getting through the red tape? I cut off a raccoon penis for my collection. This is so fucked up. Let's see. Oh, who's this?
Oh shit.
Oh, Theo Vaughn. Let's roll, bro. I'm the press now. All of it. My son says you're very good, very insightful. Cocaine will turn you into a damn owl, homie. Is there anything? I guess these are just the Epstein files all over. Okay.
You gotta select them from the files, don't you?
Do you?
I don't know. That's what mine is.
It doesn't do anything.
Oh, you can go outside. Nice.
Little Marco. Wait, before you go stealing oil, maybe a war crime. Let's call it something else then. How about lube? Genius, sir. People love stealing lube from Diddy. Ready to rock Iran back to the Stone Ages? Yes.
Fight, 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 fight.
Bless your ass, Iran. President Trump is coming. I'll fight this war and win. I'll fight this war and win it by hamburger o'clock. The fake news Atlantic. Trump's Greenlandia. Trumplandia. Mr. President, your masculinity is overwhelming. Capture all of the lube in Iran and ship it home through the always open Strait of Hormuz. Thanks, JD. And I filled out a few of those cognitive tests for you, Teehee. Oh, I think Rebecca just joined. Hey, Rebecca.
Hey.
Hi, Rebecca. Hey.
Oh, we're all here. Look at that. First
We're
time
playing a
along.
bit of a video game here.
Okay.
It's a reunion.
It's Operation... What was it called? Epic Furious. So we're playing as Donald Trump. Okay.
Who's playing? Who's the controller?
I'm controlling it.
Who's
Couch
controlling it
Depot.
right now?
We're all playing.
Oh, that was loud.
Big
Holy
Mac.
shit. Oh, sir. What are you doing here? Just dominating the expansion of the American Empire. Wait, what is this place? It's not what you think, but unrelated. I seem to have lost my couch stain remover. Can you help me find it? Yes.
Gotta help him.
Oh, thank goodness. I'll just continue dominating the Ottoman Empire. Oh, wait, no, this is JD's voice. I'm fucking up the voices. Come talk to me when you found the cleaner. Side quests and everything.
Right, so we have to find him a couch cleaner?
That and the lube.
I see lube there.
Oh.
What the?
Putin?
Hello, Donald.
Ew.
Little Donald, you have so much to learn.
Who fucking thought of this?
I started a way of attrition. But you let Jimmy Kimmel survive. In Russia, he would be banished to Siberia or even worse.
Dude.
This is crazy. Oh, I can't. Oh, I gotta repair the bridge. This seems like there's a lot to this shit.
It's like a whole
I
game. Like an
I
actual.
saw them playing the arcade game outside of the. It's not the White House, right? They put it somewhere else.
It was somewhere in the
DC.
capital. Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure where to go, but maybe. Oh. I fired all the Iranian intelligence officials, like you said, and replaced them with Grok. Turns out this facility is secretive criminal headquarters of operational losers. That's right, a school. A school? My son Eric was defeated by one of those. I don't know how I got here. Oh. Oh, it's an RPG.
What? It's a turn-based RPG.
Taco. Damn. They have all the liberal memes. Okay, want to stop it here? Because this seems like a long-ass game, actually.
Yeah,
I thought
this is like an actual... It's like an actual game.
You're like, I'm done.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to play all... So if you go to epicfurious.com, you can play the game. It's free. It's just on the web browser. So,
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Wait, who
I
came
did
up
not
with
know
it?
there was so much depth to it.
Who came up with this?
I don't know the group that came up with it. Let me see. Oh, it's called The Secret Handshake. They at least developed the game. I'm not sure if they're the group behind it. They are, I think that this is the same group that did the Epstein Memorial Room in DC, where they put together basically a museum of all of the Epstein files and all of Donald Trump's...
Oh, that was in New York City.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. So don't quote me on that. But yeah, it was like a protest. They set up some arcade machines, and I think the same group that did the Epstein thing. So yeah, kind of a cool thing. Little game. They have all the little references to all the shit. They got to put Virginia Fox in it. She'd be a good playable character.
Glad there's a little bit of light in this darkness, I guess.
We can make games out of Donald Trump. Have you been, Rebecca?
I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, okay, who's controlling the person? Like, what are we doing here? What game is this? Why is Donald Trump in it? It was so many questions.
Yeah, it's the game of the year contender. That's what many people are saying.
An art collective made this game and dropped off like full-blown arcade consoles with the game on Capitol Hill, and there was like a viral picture of like National Guardsmen playing the arcade game. So yeah, this has gone viral. Yeah, it's like an art project that someone made, but they actually, like, as part of the art project, really went in and like built an entire game.
Oh, there's actually a news report on this very thing. Let me bring it in really quick because we might as well get the extra context since we played the game.
New anti-war protest installation is turning heads on the National Mall. 3 arcade games popped up at the DC War Memorial mocking the Trump administration's handling of the conflict with Iran. The group behind the display is also tied to several other controversial art installations in the district. News 4's Megan McGrath explains the message behind the game.
Video games inside the D.C. War Memorial? Yup, and the game is taking aim at the administration's war with Iran. It's the latest installation
there's the
by
Elon
the
Musk Nazi
anonymous
salute,
group
okay.
Secret Handshake, the same folks that did the golden toilet installation and the statue of President Trump and Jeffrey Epstein on the National
Okay,
Mall.
wrong Epstein thing.
The game is called Epic Furious, Straight to Hell. Straight, spelled like the Strait of Hormuz. And the game pokes fun at the administration's war with Iran, which was dubbed Operation Epic Fury. Donna and Don Powell came by this morning to try it out.
I think this is great. We've been to a bunch of the other statues that the Secret Handshake has put up, and I think by far this one's the most creative and the most fun and most interactive. So I hope it stays up longer than what they usually do.
I think you have to share it through humor because, you know, they're censoring Jimmy Fallon and everybody else. They have to get their
Jimmy Kimmel
message out
humans,
through
because no one's
humor.
censoring Jimmy Fallon.
We're not that lucky to see him get censored.
Or invade
Jimmy Fallon doesn't do
Iran.
anything.
You can move the president all around the Oval Office in the White
They should
House, where
censor
the player will encounter
Yes.
caricatures of people like Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, FBI Director Kash Patel,
eyes.
and even the First Lady, Melania Trump. The game consoles are fully operational and free. You don't need any quarters. They are expected to be in the D.C. War Memorial off Independence Avenue for the next few days.
But not everybody thinks this is funny. I talked to two women who didn't want to go on camera, and they have concerns about an installation like this being inside a memorial that honors those who died in war.
Tell them to shut the fuck up.
Give me a break.
News 4.
What?
Like, there's way bigger things.
Really?
to-
That's what you're offended by right now? Like that? Everything going on?
But we don't want to go on camera to say our dog shit take. So just say it for us, though. We're offended.
Yeah, seriously.
Fuck you, whoever said that. We should
Yeah,
put
at
more
least have like
arcade
the galls
machines
like
there.
go on camera and do it. Like
I know. I'm tired of this anonymous like quote bullshit. Politicians do it. Now people are doing it. No. It's a good idea. I like it. It's fun. I like that it's interactive.
So it takes Donald Trump straight to hell.
Maybe we didn't finish it, so
Yeah, I'm not
it
sure
seems
where it
like
goes.
there's quite a bit there. I was thinking it was going to be a quick little game. That's why I wanted to play it on stream. But it seems like there's some depth to it. I didn't know there was an RPG, and you have to find a bunch of shit and unlock areas of the map. So, yeah, check it out, everybody. I'm not sponsored by them. I just think it's neat.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Anything? Well, I don't know. And you know what's so funny? All these things, it's like it's so clever, it's so good, but then I'd be feeling like Donald Trump be getting a kick out of it. Like, yeah, you see, you know, I'm me, you know, and everybody they made a game out of me. I just feel like every time he knows how to turn it into something that is benefiting him in some way, because he's so drawn to like entertainment, attention, anything to get his name back in, you know.
I mean, he's the
public.
president. You can't really get away from him getting attention like that.
That's true too.
know
But
what
he
I mean?
loves when it's attached to
That
an
just comes with the
entertainment-
territory.
something entertainment wise, like, oh, you know, I'm that big that they had to make a video. He'll interpret it that way. He'll wake up at 2 a.m. in the morning and start firing off on his whatever, and just start saying how like I'm that big, you know, I'm that dude. Like everybody, you know, they made a game at me because I'm that president. Nobody's ever done it. They never made, you know, a video game based on a president, but I'm the first. Like he's that type, like flip it that way, and everybody, you know, who knows he ain't shit will, you know. I can't stand to see. I see that a lot of that these days on social media, where people will ride the nutsack of people who are terrible, who ain't got no degrees, Cheyenne Bryant, who ain't got nothing, and be in these streets and just like, you know, they'll be like, well, you know, that's the president, or well, that's just this, and they'll ride, that's Kanye, or that's whatever, and they'll just ride for these terrible people, and they'll play that game just because. just because it's Donald Trump, and it gets the reverse effect. I hate that for us. I do. I hate that for us.
I know it's like it's a nice distraction, right? But
yeah,
really, the protests need to be. I won't say I don't want to violate TOS like David was referring to earlier, but like we need to be thinking of different kinds of protests right now. Like I think the artsy fartsy liberal stuff. There's a time and a place for it, but I feel like but it's fun. It's a distraction. I'm not going to say anymore because I feel like
I feel you on that. No, I do.
you pick it up what I'm putting down, right? Like beaming thoughts to into the camera. But yeah.
While I'm over here in the comfort of my home, as we all are, right? In our our home. And I do feel that it has to be, I was thinking this the other day, but I've been thinking this for years. It has to be more than photo ops and, like specific events when it comes to protests, right? Against this man. It gotta be dancing. Yeah, it's gotta be old school.
Not that the dancing is really cute.
We're not there. We're not there where because we need to work. We need to have livings, and we need to make sure we got a roof over our head. We need to make sure our kids are fed. We need to make sure our cell phones are on. We need to make sure we can contact like all these things. But back in the day, people was willing to risk because they had other people behind them that were willing to risk. Like, hey, yo, if you ain't got a job, I ain't got a job, they ain't got a job, what they gonna do? They can't function without folks who are working this. But because there's so much fear in losing something against this man, and I feel like how Donald Trump functions is like they gonna do it anyway. They got, they need the work. They need this. They gonna do it anyway. So that's where we are right now. Everything just seems like the protests are great. We're out there yelling and things like that. But it's like if we really shut this stuff down, we start setting stuff on fire, we start doing all the things, it'll be a thing. But at the same time, I'm not gonna lie. Where's Rebecca? In her home. Right? Where's everybody? They're in their home because it was like we got kids, we got partners, we got like all these things. So it's kind of like everybody else is just coming out for a day, going back to work. Those types
there's
of things.
A cost to it for sure.
Yeah, it's a cost. Are you willing to unalive yourself for it? Are you willing to lose your job for it? Are you willing to not feed your kids for a few days? And that is just kind of like a struggle that a lot of people are having when it comes to Donald Trump. But Donald Trump sees it as they're not willing to do that. I might say something a year ago, may not show up for that thing, may lie about it, but you're still going to try to buy a home. You're still going to get gas. You're still going to buy those groceries. And, because we have to, it's just like we don't want to leave our kids unfed or our family members unfed or ourselves unfed. We don't want to not be able to go to work, so we got to get that gas. So it's like it's a struggle area for us right now.
Yeah. I can't tell if it's my computer. I don't know. I think it's my internet. Like Rebecca's breaking up and Lance is breaking up too.
I'm picking up.
I think it's me.
My internet.
It might be my internet because Lance is just completely silent now. So I feel like it's me. Can you all still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I had mute on. Am I still silent?
Look,
there we go. No, you're good.
Let me try to restart. I'll be right back.
Sorry. Silly. Man, I had so many great things that I said. I pontificated. The world will never know. It's
made
all
so many great points you'll never hear.
So many good points.
Would have blown your mind.
Yeah, it was incredible. That's too bad.
Yeah, I don't know. You're coming in clear now, so I think it was Rebecca's internet, maybe? I'm not really sure.
I don't think it was your internet. I
Do
think
I
it was
sound
your
clear to you?
internet. Excuse me. I think it was your internet because everyone was coming in fine for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it might be me then. Shit, Rebecca restarted. Oh, somebody in the chat says she was kind of breaking up too. Yeah, it was like subtle, but not like 100%. David is still here. They thought you pieced out, David.
I was on mute. I'm just coughing a lot. I'm sick. I'm sick again. I don't know what's going on.
Are you really?
Not a summertime sickness. That sucks. You don't want summertime sickness.
It's school children.
Yeah. I feel like everybody I know is sick in person and online.
Disease.
Yeah.
What's going on with that hantavirus? Is that like a thing that we got to worry about?
No, we don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
Well, we have to sink every cruise ship. We have to sink every cruise ship now before this gets out of hand. I think now's the time.
And that's not even because the hantavirus, just regardless.
No,
just
sink them all.
Sink them anyway.
It's weird monstrosities.
No more cruises. Let's end them.
No more. Honestly, there's such a blight on humanity. Yeah.
The amount of people, first of all, that go missing on cruise ships and no one can do anything because it's international waters freaks me the fuck out. Second of all, they're like petri dishes for nasty shit.
Yeah.
I don't know there's that many people going missing on cruise ships.
It's a pretty high number.
Is it? What's the? Because I only know about everybody getting sick on cruise.
I'm a crime junkie, so like the thing is, once you go
Have you
into
watched the poop cruise? That shit's crazy.
once you go, yeah, poop cruise was crazy too. Once you go into international waters, if you fall off that cruise ship, you're fucked. You're dead. Like you're
Yeah,
gone.
but what I'm saying is, how many people are falling off these cruise ships?
Let me look it
Well,
up.
it's not falling. It's
Or
people
not
going missing on cruise ships, though. It's like a pretty good amount of people. Let me look it up.
I'm looking it
How
up
many
too.
people go
I just
missing
think that it's
I didn't
just
mean to
such
start this
ridiculously,
conversation.
like, it's such a wasteful way to travel. You know, it just
on
seems so
average, about 19 to 25 people go missing or fall overboard from cruise ships.
That's kind of a
worldwide
lot.
each
Damn.
That's
year.
enough for me. That's enough for me. I'm sorry. One is way too many. You're talking about 20? Fuck that. Fuck that shit.
I just feel like
it's just super scary to like be out there, especially at night. You could easily fall over. Someone pushes you. That's it.
Doesn't sound like a lot. I'm sorry.
Like,
Dude, what if you're a girl and you're like flirting with a guy and then like he's like, let's go on the deck and you on the deck and you go and you guys are both drunk and he pushes you over. Like, what are you gonna do?
you're gonna die? Is what you're
It's a very specific scenario to put yourself in.
Is it?
Not really. I mean, if
Say
you're
you're on a cruise
White
ship
Lotus.
and you meet a
It's
guy and
online
you're drunk.
to White Lotus. This shit happens all the time.
I feel like I would be liable to be one of those people who are like, hey, Mike, do you want to go do the I'm the King of the World Titanic thing? And then I'm like, oh, yeah. And then I do it. And they're like, yeet, and they throw my ass over.
I'm just saying, like, I'm sorry. I feel like traveling on a plane is way safer than a cruise ship because, like, what do you mean you could?
No,
Just
I'm
fall
sure it
over
is.
dead.
That I
what?
agree with you. That I agree with you is probably the truth because I don't think 19 to 25 people are going missing on an airplane.
You're not just falling out of airplanes.
Lots of explosions.
You don't just fall out of an airplane.
I agree with you about it being a petri dish, though, Ariana. I feel like every person that goes on a cruise ship, they're gonna come back with at least 14 different diseases. It's crazy how
And
that
one
shit
of them
spreads.
is definitely an STD. Like I'm just saying, like listen. They literally had a norovirus outbreak on a different Disney cruise ship the same time that they had the hantavirus outbreak.
Oh,
and I'm like,
David, long story short, you don't need to be worried in terms of it's not gonna be a pandemic style situation. The transfer rate is actually quite slow. It's like it's one of those things where you don't need to. It sucks, and it's one of those things like you don't catch it, but it's not gonna be the next COVID.
What worries me though is like it's like 8-week incubation period. Like that's crazy. You may not know you have it for 8 weeks.
That is a long time.
That's how you spread shit. Like
yeah.
It's a very specific spread though. Like you have to
it's like
be
close
hanging around.
contact.
You have to be as close as Elon Musk and Ashley St. Clair were.
You got to be hanging around rats though to begin with. That's where it starts.
That's fallback.
Yeah.
Just don't hang out with rats.
I had a pet rat, so that's scary.
Right, but you probably had a king rat, not one
I-
of the filth rats.
Yeah, I had a
Be
I had a
very
pet rat before. Yeah, I also had a tarantula and a
You never
scorpion.
got the hanta, however pronunciation.
Well, because I'm sure every rat doesn't have it. You got to be a dirty ass wild
Maybe the
rat.
New York, New York rats
Yeah.
do. No,
Bad
just
rat.
kidding.
well, it's not the rat itself though. It's like rat droplings or rat
Yeah,
saliva.
it's the rat
okay.
It's not like the
the
rat
people
itself.
who were around them on that ship for a long amount of time. I don't know if they, had to come in contact with them. I know that somebody who came back is now in the hospital, in critical care right now, but that's one out of a few. And there are other people who are here who are just being monitored. I know in Georgia, a couple of people came back. They're being monitored as we speak at Emory. And they're just trying to see what happens because they're unsure, what the time frame is. if it's 2 weeks, 8 weeks, if you start to get symptoms, like it's just that kind of thing. They're not really sure, but it is still something to watch out for. Today I was out at the store grocery shopping and I put on a mask. People were looking at me crazy, but I just, COVID was a thing. And
it's smart to wear masks. 100%.
Still is a thing.
Yeah.
It still is a thing.
It didn't go anywhere. It's going on right now.
Yeah, I think that I'm not 100% sure, but I think that hantavirus can be spread asymptomatically too. Like it's hard to transmit, but it's one of those where you don't show symptoms if you get it. Although I shouldn't say that because I'm not really sure. But yeah, it's not going to be the next COVID. It's not going to be the next pandemic. Still scary nonetheless, but I'm not going to worry
Also,
about
though,
that.
I was reading that the fatality rate is much higher than COVID. It's like really high.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 50% fatality rate.
50% is crazy.
Yeah, COVID was 0.4. Hanta is 50.
Wow.
Yeah. So
those are bad odds.
Very bad. It's a roll of the dice, as they say.
Yeah. And this whole thing started because some couple was like watching birds in some like fucking landfill or whatever. And so
it was white people shit. It was white people shit. They were bird watching in a landfill.
Yeah.
Watching what? Seagulls? Like what are you
They
watching?
got off
at a
the, dude, they
landfill?
got off the fucking cruise ship and they went
Yes,
bird
baby.
watching in a landfill.
It's what we do.
They
So
were
watch
bird
seagulls at a
okay, so they got
landfill?
off the boat. Now I haven't heard of this. This is the first time I've heard of this.
No,
I heard this.
They
Yeah.
got off the boat and they went to a fucking landfill to do bird watching. This
Oh,
is rich
no.
white people shit.
Yeah,
That's
it
it.
So I ain't gonna hold you.
is.
Your girl right here, she loves to bird watch. I got a bird feeder. At my new place, I had a bird feeder at the old place. I love little hummingbirds and all the things. But you're getting off to go to a landfill, to go and watch some birds. You getting crows. You getting like what are we talking about here? Like what? But
Yeah. Like, are you watching seagulls fight over a piece of fucking bread? Like, in a
I don't know. Apparently,
landfill?
birds are drawn to landfills because of all the shit they could grab. But I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, but what kind of birds though? Because it's not it's not gonna be a hummingbird.
It's trash birds.
man, I hate to say trash birds because what is it?
The kind.
It was in Europe though. It was in Europe. So I bet
It's
their
actually
landfills are
identical
nicer.
to the what is that? The bird, the what's the other bird? The dove is related, just white, to the little dusty bird.
All these people canceling
that
us.
eats
Like,
trash.
you speciest. You're speciest.
bird.
All of you.
Dusty
Talking
bird.
shit about the wrong birds, using derogatory terms. Like,
Yeah, we don't want to be like then
the bird.
up under
yeah,
our
you know the
section.
kind.
No, we don't want to.
We're bird profiling.
Yeah, we're giving that. We're giving that.
I don't know
I'm
anything about
sorry,
birds.
but like going on a landfill to bird watch, like you deserve hantavirus. I don't even give a fuck. Like that's natural selection. Like what do you mean you went to a landfill?
So with that information though, so
fuck yourself.
If they went to go off and bird watch, did they come in contact with rat?
That's my
droppings?
question, Rebecca. Like, what are they like? Oh, look at this rat shit.
It's
Like,
a
how do you get
landfill.
it?
There's probably just rats crawling around.
But like,
And
did they
picked it
crawl
up?
around
They
in it?
inhaled it? Is it like
Bro,
you
it's
know?
not the rat itself though. It's coming into contact with droplings and saliva.
But how do you do that? Are you licking the? I just don't because it's not airborne like
Well,
COVID is.
Maybe like okay.
Wait, are
maybe
you calling it? Hold on. Are you calling
maybe
it
there's never
droplings?
drops.
I've never heard anyone call it droppings. I've never heard anyone call it droplings. Is that a
Are
thing?
you-
Or
Are you serious?
it's droppings?
I've heard
Bird
dropping.
Wait, I'm so confused.
I don't even know.
Droplings is not a thing. I don't believe so.
You have
Okay.
to get back to the science, though.
Okay, so I think what happened was maybe they had like their camera or something, and then they dropped it, and then like that camera or something must have like took the poop. They
That's
grabbed
pretty
the camera, and then maybe they went and they ate or something, and they weren't being
Okay.
super hygienic. Like I don't know.
That
you know
makes
what I
no. That
mean?
makes sense. That's a more plausible explanation because I can't fathom how they would. Even if you're in,
But I'm
like, if you're.
also- No, yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but I'm also not a rich white person, so I don't know. I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put
They was
anything
on that
past
ship for
them.
like what a month. They and that's another thing. You guys get on a ship, you're there for long term, in my opinion. They might be short term for rich white folks.
You're on there for
people
like
who,
17 days or a month or 2 months.
that's a
sometimes.
lot.
Like, it's
Like,
it's weird in a mall.
How do you get that much time off of work?
24/7. It's so
Well, no,
close.
this is
when
a
they
rich.
came
This
back-
is a rich boat. This was like all full of rich people.
So when
Oh.
they
That's
came
what I
back,
think most
they
people
should
don't
have been
realize.
I
okay
don't
with being
think it's bad for any-
quarantined.
No, they can shit themselves to death. Let's be clear. I'm just like it's
No, but
that's
when
why
they came-
everyone's like, why are we letting them back? Don't let them in. You
No,
know,
no, it's not
we
even let
chose
them
to
in.
do.
Quarantine them, bring them back in, quarantine them. Don't let them get on the plane. Don't let them do those things.
Or
But they
just
were
dock them
allowed
in
to do
Israel.
every single one of the things that are like you gonna spread it. If this is something you
Or just
like,
dock them at Tel Aviv. Like,
child. I don't know.
I missed you guys. It's good to be back.
dude, there was this video and the guy was like, "Sorry, why are we allowed to blow up so many Lebanese people, but we can't blow up the Huntavirus cruise ship?"
Oh.
I mean, these are the real questions we need to debate for sure.
We do need to ask these questions.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Conversation.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was an interesting ethical dilemma to pose.
I mean, I would say
like-
less blowing up generally. Maybe that's the answer, as
I agree.
opposed to blowing up the other thing.
Yeah, but
maybe
but
just
because
no
these people
blowing
are
up.
rich, they could afford to just be away. They chose to be away from family and friends for so long. What's
Yes.
another month?
Yes.
What's another few weeks?
Oh yeah,
What's
for
another
sure.
8
No,
weeks?
Oh yeah.
You know,
when it comes to
Quarantine.
quarantining,
yeah,
to like save the world, probably worth it.
Lock the rich up. Lock their rich asses up until they are no longer diseased or forever. I don't know. We can figure it out later.
Do we know if the people who were patient zero, if they died, or did they
I don't
just
think we've
spread
had
it?
any Huntavirus deaths so far.
No.
Not
Oh,
yet.
okay. So they just.
Not that I know of. I think it would have been all over the news if
Mm.
we did have a Hantavirus death. Right?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Then how do they know it's like 40% death rate if there's no
50.
deaths?
I don't know.
They're just guessing. There has to be a reason why they know it's 50%.
Or no, 3 died. Excuse me. Chat is.
Oh, 3 died. Okay.
Died.
That already
So I-
died.
According to the World Health Organization,
I was
it's true.
wrong.
The fatality rate is 50%. Like that part
Okay.
is.
Oh,
that's
patient
why
zero
That's
did
why it's
die.
scary. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Chat's saying patient zero died. Okay. Wow.
Damn.
So-
So a landfill person died.
Yeah, that's what they said. I don't know if it was both of them, but yeah. I mean, listen, don't go in the trash to watch trash birds. I feel like that's like a common. Is that not common sense? Like, let me go in the dumpster to go look at the fucking raccoon.
Dude,
Like, what are you
white people-
doing?
Rich white people just do shit. Like I don't.
I don't understand. Listen, I don't understand white people. I'm white. I don't understand white people. I genuinely don't.
No, it's like white people.
I don't even understand
rich
myself.
White people.
That is your people.
I don't even understand myself.
You know, it's just there's too many different kinds of whites. It's not fair. There's so many variants, and you never know.
Mike is working class gay Portuguese white. Okay, we're talking about like super rich white that goes to the landfill. and
I'm the
watches
variant.
birds.
I'm
Like,
the variant that doesn't go in the fucking trash to watch birds. Like,
There's a spectrum of white. There's a spectrum of white.
There's so few. There's so few good guys.
It must be a Portuguese thing. We're not into garbage, I guess. That's-
Wait, you're Portuguese too,
yeah,
David?
yeah,
yeah. David's
I'm half
Portuguese too.
You don't see that hairline? Okay.
Is that a Portuguese thing?
It's
Actually, I know a Portuguese.
My
guy
Portuguese
who
grandfather was actually
solid
balding, though he wasn't
hairline,
completely bald.
too.
Ooh.
What'd you say,
Where?
Ariana?
I said I know a Portuguese guy and he has a really solid hairline, so maybe it is a Portuguese thing.
Baby,
Oh.
All
hairlines
have
be
hair?
here. Hairlines be at the brow, okay? Okay. It's there for life. But no, the chat says there's 8 confirmed cases and 3 deaths. So I think from the
okay.
time we
That's
found out
almost-
about it,
Yeah, this is not good.
yeah, 8 confirmed deaths and 8 confirmed cases, and 3 deaths. So there are people who are still under watch who are in critical condition. I think there was, and this is something that I read again, and it was from a cited source, all the things, but today's day and age, seem cited sources be wrong as hell. But I saw that someone who came in contact with somebody with the hantavirus or somebody. This was in Paris. And I could be wrong. Chat, you can check me on this, but this was a cited news source. It said that the person came there and was saying to the doctors, they came off the plane and saying, hey, I don't feel good. They had Hanta on my boat. I think I got it. And they were like, you're tripping. No, you don't have it. Turns out she got worse over the days, went to the hospital, and they were like, oh, you got it. And now is in critical condition. But this is what we're saying. How many more of those people who are out there are like that, like coming off the boat, been in contact or around anybody with the virus and going in and saying, hey, because in the beginning they were watching this person and stated that, their symptoms or whatever they had was going down. So they were good. They actually cited it as anxiety because of, all of the hoopla around, the hantavirus. And turns out, oh, girl, I had it. So, now it's in critical condition. And now I'm thinking about who else out there has symptoms, but because they don't have it's just still developing. They don't have the idea of how long the process is. It 8 weeks? Is it 2 weeks? Is how long is it you're going to receive symptoms? Like, what does it look like? What is the range? They don't have that specific information. It hasn't been given to the public yet from the CDC or the WHO, which is not connected with the government no more. So
that's
it's kind
true,
of like,
right?
Where are we getting it from unless we're looking at it on the internet or whatever? A lot of mainstream media isn't covering this firsthand. It's not going to be the first story on the page. It's not going to be the breaking news story. It's kind of just going to be thrown in, if you scroll through a couple of stories, you may get that story. But at the end of the day, it's like, I think everybody should just be aware, not in a fearful kind of way, but we've already gone through things like this. Just if you need to wear your mask, you need to cancel that trip or whatever, just to monitor what's going on. Don't that boat. You shouldn't be going on boats for that amount of time anyway.
Just
But
don't ever
that
go on
boat.
cruise ships.
Crazy. Like, why are you going on a boat for a month? Why are you going on a boat for 3 months?
Yeah.
What's going on? What you running away from? But that's another story for another day. They are sick. There are people who are sick. This is a truth. People who are sick, people who have come home and have been in critical condition. These are actual things, cases. So just to be aware. Now that is something out in Paris. I know that, and here in Georgia, they are monitoring those folks. Virginia, I think majority of people were from Virginia, if I'm not mistaken, and they are being watched or were sent home. But they was on a plane. They was on a plane with regular schmegalers. Where are those regular schmegalers? What y'all doing? Y'all in stores? Y'all going to pump gas? We pumping gas too. All of these things are like, how do we catch it? We don't have the verbatims. We don't have the actual, 100% like information. We're just getting what's coming out as we go. There is misinformation out there as well. So it's just kind of like, be careful, but be mindful. I think more important to just be mindful rather than to be sorry. Yeah.
And it's worth saying to all the hypochondriacs watching, because I know there's more of you out there. I'm not the only one. You don't have hantavirus, okay? You're okay. You might have measles, but you don't have hantavirus. It's okay. Or chlamydia.
It's not airborne. It's not a respiratory.
Yeah, it's not airborne.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So what, you
You'll be
basically
okay
have to
if
be like
you don't.
making out with someone to get it? Like, is it like
it could be sexual. I think there was a weird telegram it was like it can remain in the semen of men for up to like 6 weeks or something. I was like, what the fuck? I just saw like some
it's like a microplastic.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Microplastic is crazy.
Just be careful. Wash your hands. Always practice safe sex if you're engaging in the.
You should wrap it up.
Did you all see? Okay, we talked about the billionaire before on the subject of semen. Great segue. I'm complimenting myself on that amazing segue. So, do you all remember the billionaire that was taking the blood from his son?
Yes,
the man that thought he was young.
He's been going crazy on Twitter.
What happened?
He posted Oh my God, I might just have to find you the tweets. I know it's late, but I gotta bring these up for you all because I honestly don't know how to even describe these tweets that he's been putting out. What's his name? Does anybody remember his name? He's a Brad or a Jeff, right?
I don't remember.
Sounds
Maybe
Chad
is gonna get
maybe
it before my-
Chris.
I'm
Does
happy
anybody in
for
the
us that we
chat
don't
remember his name?
That we shouldn't remember his name. We should not remember who this guy is.
Right, like
Ryan, right? Brian Johnson. Okay.
Ryan. I wouldn't.
That's a generic ass name. Holy fuck.
Yeah, it was like one of the top 3 most common white guy names, but I couldn't remember.
Ryan Johnson.
He's so creepy.
Let me see. So, oh my God, he tweets so much. I'm gonna have to do a search. God damn it.
What was it about?
Okay, let me just try to explain it. So, bear with me, okay? He posted about the. Okay, let me go back a little bit. He posted that he just gave oral sex to Kate. Good night.
So what?
Was Kate?
To Kate. So this is his partner apparently. And then he follows up.
Oral sex.
Well, he claims he did. So he just tweets out, "I just gave Kate oral sex." He then comes back with a thorough analysis of her biome.
Okay, listen. Why are we talking?
He posted test
computer in there.
like
I feel like we could just go to supers at this point.
he posted test results, and he posted about how she's got 100 out of 100 score. I know some of you know this, what I'm talking about. If you're on
What's
Twitter,
he got like an eyedropper in there and he's like taking samples? Like
I don't know. I think he actually took a sample
going
and
on?
sent it to a lab, but she's a 100 out of 100.
Oh my God.
In terms of, I'm not really sure what it was. Like,
What does
I
that
think it was.
mean?
I'm not 100% sure, but Kate comes in, she replies, and she's like, "I know that this seems unhinged," and then she goes on to describe her 100 out of 100 score, and I'm like, "Well, I'm missing
100
something
out of
here."
100. What, baby? 100 out of 100.
Like-
you off or you on?
Her coochie is like really good, based on cleanliness, based on
Empirical science.
yeah, bacteria, all of that shit.
Good coochie.
And then a week later, he comes back with a different test.
Oh, there's more. Okay.
His balls are 100% when it comes to not having microplastics. This is the way he worded it. I'm not embellishing. He's like, my balls are 100% clean of microplastics. And then he has the whole analysis. We've got graphs. We've got the charts. And I just feel like I saw this and I don't know what to do with this information. So I'm presenting it to you all. Do with that what you will. I don't know, like, and this
I feel
I
like
think
he
this
has
goes
to
back.
keep upping himself to get attention. That's kind of like what this feels like.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's probably it. I was kind of going back to like, this is about what we were talking about with white people. Like, is this like,
No,
are we doing
you
this
can't
now?
throw him on white folk. that's
No, this is
that's where I
billionaire
draw the line.
weirdo.
Now he put that girl coochie facts on the internet.
And Kate absolutely was all into it. She was like, "No, you don't understand. I'm a 100." Like I'm paraphrasing. I'm a 100 out of 100.
What that have to do with it? Why? Why did he do it?
I feel
Nobody
like
asked.
Man
I
thing.
feel like
You
Kate
can
kind
throw
of
this on men.
I'm searching so I can just read you the tweet because this is fucking wild.
I fear Kate has to play with the bit because it's one of those like
Oh, I found it.
like when you're dating a guy that's that rich, you kind of gotta go with his shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, he's a billionaire, so it's like, okay, if you want to give me this compliment, okay,
Bro, I cannot see this.
okay, let me zoom in. I'm sorry. So
Baby, I can see it.
Top 1%.
just
You're the
gave
one.
Kate oral sex.
Top
This
1%
is-
of all coochies.
Oh, the 1%.
I mean, that's really impressive. 1%. I mean, you know, I would want to brag about that
Yeah,
as well if
but
that were
like-
my vagina, but
But how does he know that it's top 1%? Like, how many women are getting these tests done?
well, it's
obviously.
yeah. So
Can
her
they
sample
afford
is
these
dominated by a single most protective bacterial species a vagina can host, Lactobacillus crispatus. So he's getting that
Yeah.
Lactobacillus crispatus sussy or whatever the fuck.
They got pills for that too. Listen, I just
Yeah, congrats to Kate in the chat.
no. He done put that girl coochie facts on the internet, and she had to come behind it. This is
And
linked
look-
to lower risk of BV, UTIs, yeast infections. No.
Yeah. So apparently this is something that's really impressive.
Term birth and improved IVF outcomes. So you gave your woman head. You came back online to tell us that, and then you use the product to dip in there. Okay, we already have to get yearly checkups done, and every woman knows we hate the device that goes up in there to check anything. So you don't went in there, did your own testing, sent that to the lab, baby. She should run. Why are
Can
we
you read that first reply, please?
She chimed in. Drill. Interesting. My dog's asshole scored 100 on this test as well. Probably not good news for you.
Hi everyone, Kate here. I know this.
Yeah, will you read this, Rebecca? Because I need a woman to read it. I can't keep doing this.
Hi everyone, Kate here. I know this seems unhinged. Gotta do it in my white girl voice, but oral sex isn't talked about enough. Oral sex carries genuine risk. HSV-1, oral herpes, can be transmitted to the genitals and vice versa. HPV passed through oral sex is now leading cause of oral pharyngeal cancers in the U.S., surpassing tobacco. Not surpassing tobacco, and oral gonorrhea in particular is becoming antibiotic resistant at alarming rates. The bacteria in saliva can also disrupt the vaginal microbiome, and studies have linked receptive oral sex to higher rates of bacterial vaginosis, BV. Oral sex is great and is. The problem is that we don't treat it seriously. People who never skip a condom will go down on. Wait, I'm still reading. People who would never skip a condom will go down on a new partner without a second thought. People don't get tested for oral STIs or talk to partners about dental health. I'm going to go back to dental health because I'm going to tell you what my dentist said. Recent illness or when they were last screened. It's a public health gap. I'm grateful I have a partner who. I'm grateful I have a partner who takes my health, his health, and our collective health seriously. Be safe, lovely humans. Okay, so back to the
Brian's like,
so I went to a dentist not too long ago, and they said, they do this test on you that you have to pay for now, extra. So you go in for say you have insurance, they paid for it, they do extra on top of where you might have to pay 20 to whatever the amount may be. This is happening. My dentist tried it and was like, hey, now there's oral sex diseases, and we can, do a quick x-ray or this UV light in your mouth, and we think you should have it, get it. It costs this much. You're going to have to pay extra. And I was like, do I have to get it? And they were like, we highly recommend. Yeah. And they pressured me. I'm like, oh my God, put it in your mouth. The oral sex generator checker thing. And I was like, okay. And maybe they said, maybe you ain't got nothing in there. It was literally 2 seconds of this UV light. And they were like, now you owe us about 63 and some change. Your insurance covers this. So I ended up paying 30 something and some change. And they were like, this is just what we're going to do from now on. And I'm like, for all these years, never had to check that. But now it's become something. I recently went to the dentist and they were like, this is a thing because there's so much oral sex diseases that are coming out and you will have to be checked for that. So now dentists are like, we can look with this UV light.
You should have wrote like a 3-post thread on this on Twitter. Be like,
yeah.
I have 0 STDs in my mouth. Aren't I so awesome? Look at this graph. 100% perfectly clean.
Checked by the doctor for STDs. You get checked, but now doctors are like, oh, you might have one. Let's do a check. And I'm telling you, the check is 2 seconds. And they're like, you ain't got it. But I'm like, oh, y'all trying to get my money. This is another way to just get my money. That's how I'm thinking. But to put somebody in the position where what are you taking to send it to the lab? Did you did you use the items that OBs use or did you? I don't know.
This sounds like a scam. I'm gonna be so honest.
And I hate to say that because I'm all about sexual health, but
no, but what do you mean they shined a light for 2 seconds and they knew you have no diseases? That's not here. That's not how it works.
And I'm thinking we're gonna do x-rays, send pictures into a lab, and it was literally a UV light, 2 seconds, call it a day. Swear to God.
No.
That's crazy. This show has been really unhinged overall. I'm keeping tab of all of the timestamps just so that way people who watch on the VOD can go back.
Look, what's her name? What is the girl named Kate with the good coochie? What's her name?
Yeah,
It's just,
I named the segment Kate's Coochie.
okay. Listen.
But yeah, Kate with the good coochie. I mean, yeah. Honestly, congrats
Like
to Kate.
Slicky with the good, yeah. Mhm. Yeah, just like her. It's just, it's embarrassing for me that people are with partners who are like putting their personal business out there, and people who can't afford to take the type of test that they're taking, right? You know, to go and do that. Like, please, like, come out, get us out of the group chat. You over here playing,
I know,
you know, as somebody.
That's a good way to put it.
Gynecologist, and people can afford to only get their yearlies done, and now, you know, twice a year, that's what they're asking for, or whatever. They're even now changing it to like 2 to 5 years, which I don't think is a good thing. But, you know, women who have unprotected sex or whatever, or have oral sex, you know, they're going to doctors as much as they can. Insurance.
Yeah.
If you ain't got no insurance, you can't do none of that. You can't get that. These people are rich. They get to go check the microbiome. They get to. He probably got the whole kit in the drawer.
Wait, you don't have
bed.
free
We ain't talking
STD
toys.
checks
We're talking
in
the
the
whole kit. You know, like
is
It depends on what area you're in. So in New York City, we do have a lot of clinics and stuff like that. But it's like if you're in rural Louisiana, then you're kind of fucked. You know what I
You
mean?
can go to Planned Parenthood, I
in
think.
Georgia,
too.
if you have
Well, it
state
depends
care-
though, because Louisiana and Georgia doesn't have Planned Parenthood anymore, or Alabama.
No. And
Oh.
they're in the Planned Parenthood that just has stayed open to just give people those type of healthcare for an affordable price, or if they can for free. People are still standing in front of there telling them don't kill babies, and, you know, protesting in front of them. But even in Georgia, if you have state healthcare, they are going to turn you away if you're going for your yearly checkup. They're not going to check you for that. That's no longer covered. So that's what I'm saying. Like, people who can't get covered, people who
that
have
was
been
all the big beautiful bill.
and you do not
Oh.
know your partner.
That's crazy.
Listen, people are crazy nowadays. They cheat, they lie, they whatever. So you might think you with your married person, they may be cheating, whatever. You still ain't got money to go get checked up. Like, who would want to go get, you know? People are like, well, you know, stop sleeping around, but you're with your husband or your wife, right? You know, because this is what this administration says is the way to go. You need to be married and all those things, but you're with your married partner, but you don't know what they're doing. And next thing you know, you may have something, but you can't get that checked up like these other people who are checking microbiomes. They got the kits in the drawers next to the bed, and he can do the gynecologist work right there with the woman, and then put her information online. Ain't no HIPAA. Come on, y'all. It's too much.
Isn't it crazy that American healthcare is so bad that like a billionaire's girlfriend's pussy has better healthcare than most Americans?
No,
That's
like,
wild.
honestly, that's the part that really ticked me off about this whole conversation, because it's like, after the Big Beautiful passed, my insurance went up from $500 a month to, well, I paid $500 a month under Obamacare, and then Big Beautiful Bill passed. I can get $500 a month insurance with a $10,000 deductible.
Yeah,
That's
mine is like
literally
11,000.
shit. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm just gonna raw dog it for 2 years. Raw dog life, not sex. I'm just gonna raw dog it for 2 years.
You can't do that unless you're Kate.
In this way that there's gonna be a Democrat president that's gonna put back in the fucking funding, because like, what the fuck, right? But it's like then I got this fucking bitch talking about my pussy is like 100 out of 100, but you be careful, you fucking peasant. You be careful though, because you just want your oral cancer. Like,
yeah,
girl,
no 50% coochie ain't good.
Yeah.
I just like,
Yeah, not all pussies are made equally.
getting mansplained by a billionaire and his wife about what I need to do about my sexual health. Like, that's where we're at in America. And it's like, bitch, I don't want to hear about your fucking vagina. I don't want you to tell me about sexual health either. I feel like we could both just go about our ways with you just not saying anything. Like, I don't want to.
We can't afford that. They're taking away our rights every single day. What woman, like, they're literally pushing it so that a woman literally has to get checked 2 to 5 years. I told my gynecologist, hey girl, I'll be back 6 months. I'll see you again. And it doesn't matter if I'm sexually active or not. I still want to know what's going on with my body, because there's so much more than just finding out you have, a disease or whatever. Like, there's so much more. And this one talk about some of her microbiomes because she got head from her billionaire, vampire dude. Like, no, we don't know. Like, let's be for real. It doesn't make any sense. And the fact that he put her information online and she got on there to say, yeah, my coochie is 100. On who's, like, y'all saying that from your verbiage. Like, we don't know. You put your graphs up and all these things.
My mommy says my coochie is 1,000.
Yeah, they all got diseases. To me,
you could say it's a real let them eat Kate moment.
Oh my God.
No, it's like
that's why David left. All right, you guys
like,
got
I'm done thinking about.
You made David Cole leave. You made him offered.
These
Sorry, David.
Sorry. Oh yeah, David just like booked it. He was like, I'm
he
out.
don't like coochie.
The filth,
I'm outta
the
here.
vulgar language.
Yeah.
This is the rated R conversation.
So
David is like the grandpa. David is the grandpa of the group. Like, once it hits past his bedtime and we start talking about coochie,
Listen, David said, "Hey baby, y'all talking about coochie? My kid is asleep. I'm out of here.
I gotta go."
Like, I don't need to hear this shit. But I mean, like, listen, if Brian and Kate want to overshare, we can overshare too. Next time you take a big fat shit, take a picture of it and send it to them. They want to know, like, look at this is a clean doo-doo. 10 out of 10.
Because what the fuck was that?
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't actually do that. I'm just kidding.
You can't run from it. But no, I think, listen,
yes, I can, Rebecca. God damn it.
A little bit. You got a little curl in it. But no, I think that, like, honestly, it should have never been brought out. We should never been in that group chat. It has nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
And at any stage, he can throw her pH off in any day. She can sit on a toilet seat that's filthy, full of pee. Anything can throw off her microbiome. It does not only like from him giving her head. Like, I hate that we were in that group chat, but also affordability here right now. It just goes into so many different places in conversation that we don't want to talk to y'all. Y'all not like, no, absolutely not.
It's the definition of weird flex. That's what it was. All right.
Yes.
That was weird flexing. They didn't need to do that. They can do that on their own time to each other. And
it wasn't even flexing. It was like oversharing. It was just like,
yeah.
It was like, hey, how do I stay relevant? I'm so desperate to stay relevant. Let me brag about my health care that no one else in America has.
Yeah.
That way I'll get likes. Like, boy, what the fuck?
These are the things that rich people are like concerned with. It's like, how do I get my
That's what I'm saying.
coochie health from a 90 to 100? Like, this is literally what their book has done.
Dude, my friends are losing their jobs left and right to AI, and this motherfucker's like, Kate's coochie is 100 out of 100. Like,
like it's get us out of the group chat.
Can you imagine rich people?
People are
they're just like, yo, bro, check this
jobless.
out. This is my girl's coochie, 100 out of 100. Oh shit, bro, that's crazy. Look at my balls too, 10 out of 10. Like, it's just like they're just different people. Like, they're not even humans. Yeah. Oh
no, well, they're not. Yeah, if you start talking to a stranger about how much microplastics are in your balls, you'll get beat the fuck out.
It's not a normal conversation. No.
Yeah, you say that to pleasant company, right? It's not an after dinner raconteur's job to talk about his ball plastic and how much remains. Like, it's some weird shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I think these people actually like fart in wine glasses and huff them. Literally. Like, I actually think they do that. It's like the stereotypes of rich people. They're doing that shit. I know they are.
I mean, that's sweet of you because, for the past 2 decades they were on islands with children, but sure.
That's a good point, Rebecca. That's devastating.
That is improvement. They're becoming better people.
That's
oh my god, there was this one girl who was like, can you guys please stop making fun of Jeff Bezos' wife because they're gonna start going back to dating children again.
Oh my god. Oh.
Like, stop making fun of her for looking weird because they're just gonna go back to the Epstein Island. I was like,
that's crazy. God, we live in such a fucked up society, you guys.
And that's why I always want to take a nap. Disassociate. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's just like, you wake up and you're like, oof. Like, it's like a baby coming into the world today. And these days, it's like, why am I here? The baby's mad. The new babies is mad. When they pop out, they mad that they're here. Right? They're mad.
I know.
I
I apologize because like David and Rebecca come back and then we start talking about Kate's coochie. Like this is why we scare you guys away.
Lord, why am I on here talking about coochie?
I mean, that was really Mike, and I don't even know why. Mike, what compelled you? What was the
Because it's fucking weird, and I feel like nobody was like talking about that. Like I saw that and I was like, what the fuck? And then there wasn't much discourse.
You were like, I need to talk about this to someone, and your first thought was Leftist Mafia.
Because there's so much weird things going on. Like again, when the dinner the correspondence dinner got shot up, and people were just like, and Megan Thee Stallion got cheated on. Like, you know, that's what people are now. We're just like anything is possible. I watched people the other day. Somebody there, and this is what I do now. Love or mean it, Joyanne Reid. Love or mean it. When I was an itty bitty, that's how long Joyanne Reid been in the game, and that's I'm about to be 36 tomorrow. Happy birthday to me!
Happy birthday!
I'm about to be 36, but I literally watched my good sis Joyanne Reid repost, and I'm like, girl, what are we doing here? Repost the death of Dionne Warwick, and she ain't dead. And like, no. And I was like, sis, delete this right now. But people are getting caught up. All this, so now, like, people don't even care no more. So you look, that lady ain't dead. They've been killing her all forever. Is she ancient? Absolutely. She historical? Absolutely. She been out for generations. Okay, generations. But here we are, and our good sis is reposting that. Then I saw, there's this trend of people like reposting themselves AI version. The women are barking. And I want them to stand up. The women are barking in AI men's, chats. Like men are a dark-skinned man with like green eyes and dreads with sun-kissed tips, and he just posting himself. I'm like, let me go check when this, because that's what I do now. Let me go check when this page started. Go in, and it was 2 days ago. This page was created 2 days ago, and it has like 100,000 likes on it or whatever.
Are you saying real women are obsessing over like an AI fake guy? Is that what's happening?
Yes. And the women are barking in the chat like, woo, I want to be a thigh. Woo, I want to be in the shorts. Woo, I want to be in his house. Woo. And I'm like, oh, you guys are embarrassing me. Oh man, everybody's getting God. They're getting God. I want it to stop, but people don't care no more. It's just like, you know what? AI, it's may I don't care. Like men ain't shit anyways. Let me just get my, let me get it off real quick. And it's embarrassing.
It's that scene in the Matrix. They're choosing the Matrix. They want the steak. They want to live in the dream and have the steak. And they'd rather have the delicious, juicy steak. No, it's fake, but they don't care. That's wild. Man.
Yeah. I hate it for us guys. We just come into the place where it's like,
so much real beefcake out there. Why are you wasting your time on AI men? Like there's real, go search off a real dude, right? Go join a real dude's chat.
The real men are all red pilled. Like
they on mics. They got mics. Okay. Not like these mics today, but they on mics talking about something. A woman on her cycle is literally FBI agent. And we should not be sleeping with. That's what they're saying on the mics today.
Oh my
and then
God.
you got the women who are on there saying the same thing, but about men. I hate it for us.
Honestly, it's so funny because like there's a lot of men who are so red pill, but it's like they'll like start talking to you and they'll kind of like put out little kernels of their red pillness, right? They'll be like, oh, have you read this book where it's like that one psychology freak book where it's like how to fucking 48 laws of power? They'll be like, oh, have you ever read this book? Like, I love it. That's like the first red flag because it's like, why do you like this psycho book? Then it's like shit like, oh, yeah, women are a distraction. So I was abstinent for like 3 to 4 months.
They be lying
like,
on this app, bro.
A woman.
And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? Like, what do you
You're
mean?
a distraction.
There's
Please don't leave me.
Dude, there was this one guy. I kind of had a feeling he was a little red pill, but I was trying to like figure it out. And I was like, yo, like I was doing this for my own research. This was like over a year ago. I was like, or no, not over a year ago, excuse me. After my ex and I broke up, right after it. I was like, yo, like we should hang out. Like, are you down? Because I wanted to see what he was gonna say, right? And he was like, women are a distraction. Currently, I see them as distractions. And I was like, oh, you're a red pillar.
No,
That's such
no,
a
I
weird
saw
thing
your
to say.
recent like interview and Matt was in it, but you were asking like, you know, who dated like anybody.
Oh, it's
who
the
was
video I uploaded it. It's an old video, but then I deleted it. It was the video from the Progressive Victory where I was like, "Would you date a conservative?"
I saw Matt in there. I'm like, not Matt in it. And then Matt was like, what'd you say you get turned on by, Matt? What was that?
Debating.
I don't remember. This was over like 2 years ago now.
That was your answer.
What do you say?
I said, "Would you date a conservative?" And he was like,
Matt made sure to say, hey, I got mine. Okay. I got
he was
my
like,
woman.
yeah. He was like, well, this is a tough question because I'm married, but like, I don't know, debating, like I do love debating, so that might actually be a turn on.
For
Oh, that was just a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke, obviously.
Well, now
but-
Matt, you can say, well, it depends. What's her microbiome score?
Right.
You're really obsessed with this, Mike.
I am. I'm sorry. Listen, you have to understand. I don't have a therapist, so I dump here.
That's fair. Yeah.
Mike's like, I don't engage in woman pussy, so that whole thread was
Mike
very
said that ain't my
fascinating for me.
This is no longer a safe space.
This is my like what is it? It's like it's what's the fucking class?
Exploration? Projection?
No, it's
role play?
sex education, I guess you could say. I'm learning. It's like, wow, okay, I see. There's 100 out of 100, different microbiome. The lactose.
You never have to deal with it. You're all right. You're all right. You're good. You're good. So,
okay, should we get to super chats, everybody?
Yay!
Should we?
I think so. Okay. There's quite a bit. Rebecca, did you want to read yours first?
Yeah. Let me.
I am trying to find the first one for you. I think the first one for you is going to be from.
Hold on. Let me see.
Kowalski, I think, right? That's the first one that comes up, I think.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go on here and I'm gonna check. Yeah, the first one for me is gonna be parent. Yep. My Polish instincts are indicating that an amazing Haitian, that's me, an amazing Haitian woman's birthday is coming up. It's tomorrow on the 15th of May. Please use these funds to purchase a pastry or rotisserie chicken. I'm going to purchase the pastry. I'm going to get me a little cupcake and call it a day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Next up was Tigwick. Thank you, TikTok, for your. I love you, mean it. Thank you so much for your super chat. Your reaction to the Operation Epic Furious game was hilarious. Love what you bring to the show. And I was only for 2 seconds. What did I give? But thank you so much for thinking it gave a lot. Love you, mean it. And then it is Hawk222. Welcome back. Nice to have the whole gang together. It is. Even though I was here for a second, I'm so sorry I came late, but it is good to have everybody here. I miss David. I wanted to tell him that in person. Miss David. I miss you, Lance. And definitely, I've been giving you warm hugs through text, Matt. I'm giving you I hope you feel it. It's really big. I know I'm a long person, right? I might be a thin person, but I'm a very long person. I'm a tall girl. So you're getting a big, big hug for you, Matt. All for you. So yeah, it's good to see us back together.
Thank you.
Tropical Ding Dong is next up. Thank you so much for your super chat. Guy be ranking butterfly like wine. Yes. Notes lacto bacillus and forest floor, likely from Anacordia region, 1987 vintage.
Damn.
Listen, yeah. Vintage vajayjay. It's given this is how they tested it today. Let's see. Next up is Boku. Boku, thank you so much for your super chat. Love you, mean it, appreciate it. TikTok again says happy birthday. Thank you so much. I am turning 36. Okay, 36 is crazy because I just remember doing this and celebrating my 30th during COVID. Literally, the first few months of COVID, I turned 30, and now your girls turned 36. Oh my god,
Time flies.
That's crazy, right? Yeah, I got 2 gray hairs going on like this side right here.
You're
It's
a
crazy.
young whippersnapper.
Okay, a whippersnapper. Okay,
You're young. Yeah.
okay, whippersnapper.
You're still young. I remember when I turned 36.
What?
Just a
Are you
couple of years
36 now?
ago. I'm 38 now.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
38.
I'm 38. I'm
That's
old as
see,
shit.
I told you, the little curl do something for you. The little curl, it do something for you. The little curls on the beard and the little hair, it give you a keep
I don't.
young.
My hair only got curly like 3 years ago. I don't know. I've never had
That's
curly
because you
hair.
got a good heart. God said, let me add a little curl to it. Okay.
I looked it up, and apparently there's a number of reasons why your hair can suddenly like get curly. It could be due to like hormone changes or stress. I think it's the latter. But
No, I think
yeah.
no, we're gonna say, you got a good curl, right?
Yeah.
African Americans, Black people, I'm Haitian American. I know African American get upset about that, but you got a little curl to it. You got a little bounce. God said,
Yeah.
if he's a good person, we're gonna put a little bounce in that. Okay.
Boom, curls.
Okay. That's all right. Jacqueline, thank you so much for your super chat. I choose the bear. Is why. Happy birthday, anyhow. Okay, we choosing the bear. The men outside, they scary. They grabbing tools that are for gynecologists and checking microbiomes. Stay away. Run away. Okay, run away. Run away.
They pull out the test. That's a red flag.
They pull out test. It's a red flag. They pulling out items that's not toys. Red flag. Run away. Grab your overnight bag and go home. Tropical Ding Dong. Been following since the original Like It or Not. Oh, that's a long time, baby. We were on 10 years with that. You and OG. Happy birthday, Rebecca. Thank you so much, Tropical Ding Dong. I really, really appreciate you. Let me go ahead and shout out Michael Carver. Thank you so much for yours over on Cash App at Becca's Voice on Cash App. Thank you so much for your love offering for the birthday. Love you. Mean it. I know I was on for 2 seconds, but I wanted to make sure I come on and give you guys some love. I wanted to be with the family. Lance, I love you, mean it. I miss your blue eyes. I know that you're out as well. And Ari, I know you had your guest coming on, so we'll see your guest on next week. I will be here.
Noah is
but
coming
again,
on next week. Yeah.
Know what's going on next week?
Yeah, Noah. I think his last name is Samson. What is it? What does he go by?
Noah Sampson.
Noah Sampson's coming. He has a really big announcement. We can't talk about it, but he will talk to you guys about it next week. So
I'm excited. So I'll see you guys next week. It's
Noah.
So great to be back on air. I know I've been off for a few months, but it's great. And show your girl some love. It's my birthday. I don't care if you watch some of my old content, send some love, whatever. I don't care. Just, it's my birthday. I'm turning 36. Just nice growing young. I'm gonna be outside with my legs out, my thighs out, all the things. So just wish me some good love.
Yes. You treat yourself. You better spoil yourself. Make sure you have a good time. Celebrate.
I am. I'm gonna get my oil changed. That's gonna be treated by I love you guys. I'll see you guys next week.
You take care, Rebecca.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I swear to God, I did not get that many super chats, so I'm gonna fly through them.
Sure. I can't see yours, Rebecca. I'm sorry. I called you Rebecca again. Oh my God. My brain is fucking pudding.
What? You have one more time. One more time.
God.
I swear to God, I'm just kidding.
If there's one, if I say it one more time, then there's a button you could press, and I fall through like a dunk tank.
And I get all your supers.
Yes. So yours is not linked up like Rebecca's. I did it through StreamYard, so it doesn't have like a little symbol showing me it's yours. So you're gonna have to give me a little bit of time to find them. If you tell me the first,
It starts off with Looney Tunes, and then it says, "If you didn't know Ari."
Okay. Oh, and now StreamYard is fucking up for me.
Also, I didn't know Lance had blue eyes.
Oh no. Hang on, let me refresh really quick because StreamYard is not letting me access the super chats now. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna dip and then I'll come right back.
It's okay. I'm gonna start reading these though. Looney Tunes 9000. Thank you so much for the $4.99. If you didn't know Ari, last week I told Mike I was challenging Lance to an impersonation contest. You would be the head ref. I would love that, actually. I will totally be the head ref to
It
that.
won't let me dip. Okay, I'm sorry. Matt, you're going to have to control the super chats because for whatever reason, my entire Chrome is frozen. It's
right.
like, yeah, it won't let me do anything, so you'll have to go through them.
I'm not sure which one I'm at, so I'm just gonna go from the top down.
Oh, yeah, if you want to, because I don't know where Ariana is at, so.
It starts off with Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes, okay.
Oh boy, I don't see it. I don't see it. What does Looney Tunes say?
If you didn't know Ari last week, I told Mike.
Oh, okay, I found it.
Okay, there we go. I just
it's
answered
working
it.
for me.
Though.
Okay, cool.
Thank you for the $4.99, Looney. I appreciate you. Strammer came out as a gooner to the UK Parliament. Thank you so much for the $2 tropical ding dong. I don't know about that, but all I know is about people talking about how Toronto's mayor is a crackhead. That's been interesting to watch.
Wait, Mike, did you just take over again?
Yeah, so my mouse died, so I had to just turn it off and back on. So
Oh,
now
okay.
it's
You should let
working.
me know because I was like, "Oh my god, what's going on?"
Oh,
Why did you
sorry. Yeah, nothing was working, but my mouse just wasn't connected.
I do know about the Toronto mayor being a crackhead, though. That's been fun. Rick's Americana, thank you so much for being a member. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate you. V-Man, thank you so much for the $10. I appreciate it. Sad new Puerto Rico's government passed PC 310. This law forces those who wish to challenge construction permits to place a deposit worth 10% of the project value. This makes it hard for locals to fight. Oh, fuck. I'm so sorry. That really sucks. I've heard that Puerto Rico has like a bit of a conservative government too, so I think that may be why, but I'm really sorry that happened. That sucks. Like colonizers colonizing, you know? Crotchy7667, $2. Content Cobb, Taylor Lorenz, Midwest Edition. Y'all are gonna get me cropped and in trouble again. I'm not engaging with this. Thank you for the $2 though. Crotchy?
I don't see that. Okay, I probably passed it. Shit, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay, what's the next one? I'll try to. Oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Rashi. Okay.
So the next one is V-Man.
V-Man, okay.
Okay, V-Man, $10. Thank you so much for the $10. For example, Project Essentia has a massive planned luxury play place for the Epstein class planned in Cabo Rojo is worth $2 billion. For locals to file a legal challenge, they would have to have $200 million to file it.
Damn.
That's insane. I feel like more people need to be talking about that for sure.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't know about that. That's crazy. V-Man, thank you so much for the $5. On the bright side, Puerto Rico's MAGA governor, Jennifer Gonzalez, is pulling at 13% and only destroying her party with every move she makes. That's a start. I mean, we had Eric Adams and then we went to Zohran Mamdani, so you know, there's always hope. Old Grease, thank you so much for the $2. We're back, baby. I know we are. Thank you so much for the $2. Nintendo Gaming, bummed you left. Had a question about Persian history and the pork in veg sauce scenario. Hope you can answer next time since we paid to hear your take.
Oh, yeah, there was a super chat last time that me and Matt were reading, and it was like, this is for Ariana. I'm like, well, it's okay, we'll try to answer it. And then it was like specifically about pork in vegetarian sauce, and if you could still eat that as a Muslim. I don't remember the question exactly. Do you remember it, Matt? It's like, it's one of those, like, it's a very, very specific question.
I truly don't remember.
I mean, if
Yeah.
there's pork in vegetarian sauce, then it's not vegetarian, first of all.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was like if pork like fell in it and then you took it out. I don't remember this. It was like very fucking specific. Nintendo, if you could like write it in the chat without a super chat, then maybe she can answer it because
I will say Muslims are allowed to eat pork if it's like a life or death type of situation. Like if you are dying and you're starving and you're given pork, like you're allowed to eat it. But like typically, no, we're not supposed to eat pork if that's the question. So sorry that you paid for my take and I wasn't here though. I had to leave early. Nintendo, thank you so much for the $6.99. Hey Ariana, as a proud Iranian American, what's your take on the Greco-Persian Wars? Do you think history is too Western centric? Love your work. From my understanding, that was when Iran tried to invade Greece, but they lost, and that kind of like ended the Persian Empire expanding into Europe. I don't really know if I would say I have an opinion on that. It was like a long time. We're talking about like thousands of years ago. Yeah, I don't really have a strong opinion on that, to be honest. I'm sorry if that was disappointing. Hey Kowalski, all of the infected Americans that were on the ship are currently in Nebraska. We host nation's quarantine lab. I mean, that kind of makes sense though, because Nebraska is like not that heavily populated and it's like kind of empty.
There's like 3 people there, including Kowalski.
Yeah, no, literally. It's like there's more cornfields than people there.
Yeah, there is.
I could go and do something fun. Why is this tweaking? Sorry, my chat is tweaking. I could go and do something really funny, and we could all have the next 2 weeks off. That's crazy. Honestly, just see, this is white people, man. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking, guys. I'm joking. That would be really funny though, but don't do that. Thank you so much for the $10. Croatia, 4,500. Thank you so much for the $20. I was today years old when I learned to not go bird watching in a garbage dump. Leftist Mafia, educating the public. You know, I fear white people fear things that they need. They don't fear things that they need to fear, but they're, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen them do some insane shit, and I'm like, wow, you should really be scared of that. But instead, you choose to be scared of a black person. You know, I don't get it, but whatever.
Yeah, that's a good point. They have to recalibrate, right? Like, rather than being afraid of a drag queen or a person of color or an immigrant, like, don't jump in a landfill or go dumpster diving or some shit.
Watching in a landfill, like, what?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like what? Tigwig, thank you so much for the $50. Always appreciate your opinions on the show. Ariana, thank you so much for the 50 Canadian. I really appreciate you. Chat, it was so nice being here. I love you guys so bad, but like I'm fucking tired, bro. I don't know if you guys have watched that new show on Netflix. It's fuck, I think it's like worst partner or worst roommate or something like that. Yo, it just came out. It's fucking crazy. If you guys like true crime, you need to watch it. It's insane. Do you guys remember the Deadpool killer that like went viral because he was like really handsome, but he's absolutely fucking insane psycho? They did an episode on him and it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. If you guys like true crime, you guys should watch it for sure.
Okay.
Anyways, that's my I fear it's getting late. Anyways, that's my rant. Thank you for having me, guys. I love you.
Nice. Thanks for coming. It was nice seeing you. Sorry I kept misnaming you.
No, it's okay. I don't care. Anyways, I love you guys. I'm gonna go, but have a great day. Night.
You take care.
You too. It's nice seeing you, Ariana.
Bye. Nice seeing you too. I hope you're doing well, Matt.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right. Love you guys. Bye.
Love you. Take care.
Bye.
Okay. Did you want to go next, Lance? Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, I just have a couple. I can go fast.
Okay, I'll be right back while you go.
Okay, Lizzie Bennett 5726. Thank you for the $5. I could watch you go on for hours about AI lands. Please do a video if you haven't done so already. I'm damn good at my job, but push to use it. I really appreciate that. I will work on one. I have a lot of projects on the to-do list. Cartoon 49, thank you so much for the $5. Have you learned of the YouTuber named Otterly Noah? He was an autistic YouTuber. He was trying to get exposed as a grifter, but got caught with multiple plagiarism scandals. No, I haven't, but I will look into that. That's the story. Looney Tunes, thank you for the $4.99. Here's the deal. Whoever loses the impersonation contest will suffer through the next TYT drama video. Oh no, anything with TYT drama videos. Karachi 7667, thank you for the $5. Just checked r/ask Vancouver. Tons of corporate AI ball washers in there. We're going to lose economic gains to the US if we don't have the AI data center. That's terrible and shitty and not surprising because there's a lot of people who are pushing for the AI data centers because they think it'll give the city lots of money, but it'll basically just give developers lots of money. Taco Face Fart, $2. Kyle is MAGA. I assume that was about the Kyle Klinsky conversation. I don't think he's MAGA. I think Kyle hates MAGA personally. Googly Moogly, thank you for the $5. Your Snape take. Churchill was racist and fought Nazis. James Potter being racist and fighting Death Eaters fits. You're treating POC as too risky to include for your Snape take. Oh, in relation to the video, I appreciate that. Thank you for the feedback. I also want your view on the, Jacqueline Lech 750 279. I want your view on the new Alberta pipeline. I say no more pipelines until all the oil companies start to pay for all the damage they've done to society. And until then, we can put a moratorium on them. And then they can pay for everything, because everything's barreling too quickly towards destruction right now. And finally, Prairie Fire Neb, thank you so much for the $10. People whose bloodlines are from the Iberian Peninsula do not observe birds. They merely render the flightless ones extinct on islands. Place Mike or David on an island and watch and watch instinct take over. Forward to that. Thank you, Queen Mother of the Court, for resubscribing.
Don't you dare make assumptions about us.
Thank you, Quite 185. Take it away, y'all. It's up to you.
All right. Did you want to go first, Matt, or did you want me to read mine? It's totally up to you.
You go ahead.
Okay. So Unknown says, looks like we're getting a new PM in the UK. I've been seeing that there's been pressure on Keir Starmer to resign. I'll be watching that closely. Inshallah, right? Hideous Lemon says, not gonna lie, Mike, your title seems a lot like something Jenk and Anna would do. What is the title for this stream? Let me see. Stream title: 82-year-old Republican Brait's child, plus we play the Trump video game or whatever. I can't see the full title. I don't know. I'm not following. I don't think it sounds like a Jenk or Anna thing. Wrong. In defense of the genre, says Mike, you really nailed our sentiment towards MAGA in your recent video. Oh, cool. I'm glad to hear that. Too bad they're too stupid and fascist to realize how wrong they are. Yeah. If they had the capacity to absorb information, maybe they could learn something. Tropical Ding Dong says, did y'all see that Starmer came out as a gooner? I think this was sent a couple of times, but he's someone who I've had to guess. He looks like a gooner. He looks like he's into some crazy shit. I don't necessarily get like Brian Nome vibes, but I get more Matt Walsh vibes. And I will not elaborate on what that means.
I want to know what this is about, though, because I've seen that that meme going around. I think it has something to do with the Arsenal Football Club, but I'm not cool enough to totally understand.
Yeah, we got to bring back our British guests. They've got to give us some more tea if shit hits the fan. I forgot their names, so my brain too tired to think. I apologize to them.
Oh, I'm getting tired. Oh my god.
Me too. I'll try to go quick. The Bay Photo says, I have a feeling. Oh, and thank you for the 10, by the way, Bay Photo. Very kind of you. I have a feeling data center related illnesses are going to be very lucrative for personal injury attorneys in the coming decades. Have you or a loved one been affected by a data center call today? Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Tara says, China courts ruled that workers can't be replaced with AI. I heard about that. Also, the UN reported that the world has entered an era of global water bankruptcy. Yeah, that's horrifying. That's really
yeah. Oh, the water wars. We're going to live through those. That sounds fun. I saw Waterworld. It's awesome. Yeah, everyone was having a great time. Yeah, I guess I'll have to join. What are they called? The smokers? They literally smoke cigarettes and ride motorcycles everywhere. And then the other people can drink their own piss. That was the opening.
Yeah, I was just going to say, they also drink their own piss. So
Yep. That's
our future, baby. Can't wait. Cartoon says, thoughts on bigots like Nerdrotic and Elon mad over a black actress playing Helen of Troy in upcoming Odyssey movie. These folks truly don't care of art. I'm not sure who Nerdrotic is. Sounds like a terrible person based on the name and your description.
He's the chat. He's like the
okay. Oh, ugh. Yeah. So I mean, I am so bored with their petulance, and they do the same shit every time. I also saw that they were bitching about Elliot Page playing some character in the movie as well. These people need to get lives. Like, it's this whole like anti-woke backlash. It's so boring and unserious. Like, y'all won. You took over the country. You still you mad you can't have it all?
You're still mad about black people in movies. It's like you have everything. Why do you still care about black people in movies? It's so insane.
I mean, damn. I don't get. They're never gonna be happy.
Yeah.
Ryan Chan says in Utah 01, Blumen and Mohammed, both progressives running with McAdams, a blue dog, probably going to win. Can progressives learn not to split votes? I feel your pain, Ryan. Yeah, that's my only hope, right? If we can get more strategic, that would be really, really good. Tropical Ding Dong, when call-in show, Mike, I want to call in about AI. I think we should do one soon. Me and Matt were talking about this last week, that we should do another one again. So we're bringing on Noah Sampson next week. I think we should maybe do it the week after. Tentative date, perhaps, if everybody's cool with that.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll let you all know, though, for sure. Cartoon asks, see any new movies lately? You know, I haven't watched a new movie in a really long time. The only one that I can think of is Zootopia 2, and I liked it. It was cute. Tara says, AI hasn't reduced work. It's made it more intense. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that, honestly. Cartoon also says, more actress, i.e., Reese Witherspoon, are pushing to AI. I saw that there were a couple of actresses, including Reese Witherspoon. There's another one as well that I'm blanking on, that they both inexplicably came out with these weird pro AI videos. That's not a coincidence. They're getting paid by somebody to do those things, and I think it's despicable. Is Reese Witherspoon the one that sells all of those weird products like Goop? Or am I thinking of a different white lady?
That's Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, okay. I swear to God, all white people look the same, so it's really hard for me to, like, I mix them up in my brain. I was going to say Renee Zellweger, but that's a different, I don't even know if she makes movies. She could be a singer. Okay. Cartoon says, there was an open letter in Hollywood with 5,000 signatories opposing Paramount WB merger, but Mark Ruffalo notes many were afraid to sign the letter. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that many people signed the letter. That's pretty impressive, but they probably don't want to sign the letter because they are going to get the boot if the takeover does happen. It's kind of why you see, and this is my speculation, of course, I don't know for sure, but it's why you see Dana Bash and Jake Tapper becoming like exponentially more Zionist lately. They were always Zionist, but like they're really leaning in. I think it feels like they're trying to audition for their new billionaire daddies. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, some people are scared. They don't want to rock the boat, and I think that's pathetic. Because all the people who, you know, the biggest names, they have a lot. Like, I understand, like, the smaller staffers and whatnot who aren't the millionaires, but the hosts, the big actors and actresses, they really need to speak up. Sure, there'll be consequences like, Melissa Barrera, but it's worth it. It's worth it, I think, to be on the right side of history. Yeah, greed over principles, as Amateur says in the chat. Let me see here. Tony Drummer Boy says Wishbone and Reading Rainbow from our childhood. Yes, those were amazing shows. The Reading Rainbow song lives rent-free in my head. I also really liked Wishbone as a kid, too. In defense of genre says Crackhead Barney can give you a hug, Ariana. Ryan Chan says the best PBS show was Ghost Rider. You know, I never really got into that. I watched a bunch of PBS shows, but for whatever reason, I didn't watch Ghost Rider that much. It's not that I didn't like it. I did whenever I saw it. It just didn't really, it wasn't on my radar as much. I watched a lot of Zoom, as cringe as it was. And I watched, what else did I watch? I don't remember, but I watched a lot of PBS shows as a kid. Oh, yeah,
they had good stuff.
The Clifford song from PBS. Remember when they brought back the Clifford cartoon? That song is stuck in my motherfucking head still to this day.
Don't remember the Clifford song.
Don't remember. You're gonna meet Clifford and Emily. Like, this shit is stuck.
I don't remember. Nope.
It's crazy. He's the greatest dog ever. I really think so. Like, okay, Kenzie Page. Thank you for being a member for 35 months. Oh, yeah, Zaboomafoo. I remember that. Okay, next is Shlupa Picada, who says, imagine Virginia Fox with Mar-a-Lago face, though, cursing y'all with that image. Yeah, that would be fucking hilarious. Chemical Dragon, thank you for the 20. Very generous super chat. Thank you so much. Mike, can you guys discuss Trump stating he doesn't care about Americans' finances? He doubled down on the statement even after fans tried to gaslight on this. We are living in the worst timeline, and I want off. Yeah, I think we touched on this a little bit. Honestly, here's what I'm going to say. This might be a hot take. I'm really glad that he said that, and I'm glad he said it again, and I hope he triples down and quadruples down, because he is basically doing campaigning for Democrats. And like, I'm no big fan of Democrats. You all know that. But I need Republicans to get blown the fuck out, and he is absolutely helping with that process. He has no filter. I don't think that he has an internal monologue, and I think that the dementia has made it worse, to where he's not just more honest, like when he shouldn't be, like when he might want to lie. He's also a lot more aggressive as well, and I think it's really helping to fuck up their chances in the midterms, which is important because, I mean, there's the gerrymandering, the death of the Voting Rights Act, so we need all the advantages we can take, and I'm looking at him opening his big mouth as an advantage. Dustin says Ariana is correct. Ashley St. Clair is still on the grift. Boys are giving her too much credit.
We'll see. I'm not like defending her or anything, but I just think giving a straight answer of what I think's going on.
Time will tell. We'll see.
Yeah.
If she does some eco-terrorism, then maybe we'll know if she's real or not about making the world a better place. I'm just kidding. That redheaded girl, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. And Tyler, thanks for being a member for 40 months. My goodness, that is a long time, Tyler. Thank you. Canadian Goose with the 2 20s in a row. My God, Canadian Goose. Jesus Christ, making it rain on me. Hey, Mike, saw your video on universal healthcare. The notion that Canadians dying by suicide due to healthcare system is a gross mischaracterization of what that specific program is for. I'm sure David and Lance can corroborate this info, but the program talked about called MAID is a program where only people with very serious and terminal medical conditions are eligible. The government is not killing people just for the sake. And there's another one here for the sake of it. And this is not a program where people can just apply if they're mildly depressed or something mild like that. Furthermore, the wait times are typical due to a variety of issues, namely conservative provincial governments not appropriating the funds they get for the public healthcare system to that public healthcare system, and instead funnel it to private healthcare. Again, David and Lance can corroborate. Love the vids. Love you all. Thank you so much for taking the time to break that all down, Canadian Goose. And thank you so much for all of those super chats. That's really, really kind of you. You did not have to send all of that. But I really appreciate you saying that. So for context, I think that what Canadian Goose is referring to is I was talking about healthcare, and I was responding to conservatives attacking me for wanting universal healthcare. And I think one of the comments in the video that I talked about mentioned that about people dying in Canada. So I'm not like familiar on the specifics with regard to Canada, but in Oregon, we are one of the first states, if not the first state, in America with death with dignity laws, which lets people die if they are terminally ill. And I have been on board with that forever. So I don't think it's even controversial to me, just because in my state, I remember it being controversial as a kid. My parents were talking about it, but they supported it. So, yeah, I think conservatives, their entire worldview is guided by idiocy and ignorance. But yeah, you're right. And I would also recommend David and Lance's videos on healthcare, because they're always really, really good. I mean, all your videos are good, but yeah, if you want to learn about healthcare, they've got the deets. Fart Twain, thanks for the $4.99, says, did you see Ethan Klein is suing iDubbbz for defamation over something Destiny said? Yes, you read that right. Let me read that again. Ethan Klein is suing iDubbbz for defamation over something Destiny said. How does that even work? That doesn't even make sense. How does that even work? What?
It's too long to explain now. Although I would recommend for your own laughs to see the comment that Destiny made that he's actually being sued for. It's like it's worse than anything Hassan has ever said about Ethan or his children or his family. It goes so far beyond that, but it's so wild that he's willing to sue iDubbbz over it. It is pretty silly.
Do you have a video on this, Lance?
I don't know. I haven't covered this. It just happened pretty recently. I only saw I was of all the stuff I was covering this week, I only saw snippets of it, and then I saw the I've seen the old thing about the comment that Dusty made, and I think I saw that iDubbbz had like basically brought it up on one of his streams or something, and that's what Ethan's using. But it's wild shit.
Oh my god! So he's like iDubbbz just brought it up, and Ethan is threatening to sue him for bringing it.
I don't know about the lawsuit. I don't know the
Okay.
details. I saw people online saying he's threatening to sue him. That's what I saw.
Oh, okay. So it's not 100% what Far Twain is saying, but it's
Well, as far as I know, but maybe it's happened. I don't know. Like,
okay. God. Okay. I will watch. Here's what I'll say, Far Twain. If the Vanguard or Lance drops a video, I will watch it because that sounds fucking wild. If even a fraction of what you're saying is true. Holy shit. Okay, the next one is going to be from not really Rachel. Oh, hey Rachel, how's it going? Is TLM open to congressional candidates as guests? I think not this cycle. What I might do is I might do one-on-one interviews more regularly. It's something that I've been thinking about doing. Maybe posting those on the weekend, just because I think it would be fun to talk to a variety of people, but candidates also maybe possibilities. So maybe not on TLM for this cycle. Maybe in the general, we'll revisit that. But as for right now, we're putting a hold on that.
Well, I think Matt Binder had a really good point where he's like, the guests we have brought on in the past for really local elections, it doesn't necessarily affect their districts because the people who watch us are kind of just spread out between Canada, the US, all over the place, Europe, Britain, etc. And so Matt was like, it makes a lot more sense for what basically like Hassan is doing, where he's targeting areas he's going to, politicians he's working with, people he's interviewing. Like it's similar to what I did with trying to get Sean Orr elected, and we eventually got that one through. I'm going to be working really closely with like our next mayoral election here in Vancouver because I really want to get rid of Ken Sim and his corrupt platform. So I'll be working on that. But I think everyone should be, I think everyone should be encouraging themselves to keep doing that, like work on local centralized elections and focus on that, because everyone who has been doing that has had a lot of success in terms of like trying to push more radical leftists into actual politics. It works on much smaller levels. Yeah.
And we've kind of touched on this before too, right? Like we don't think there is much value to them coming on. They really need to make inroads within their own community to even have a chance. And so coming on Leftist Mafia, I mean, maybe it might help for some fundraising, but at the same time, we don't want to have our audience like asked for money, by a bunch of candidates. If we start bringing candidates on and they don't win because they're not really invested in their community and they're more invested online. And I think that was a problem that I ran into when I was doing candidates. Like, if you looked at I have playlists of them. I interviewed hundreds of candidates, and the overwhelming majority of them lost their primaries. Some of them won, but they weren't doing enough to get their ground game up and running. They were really just focused on getting on like Humanist Report and Secular Talk and Rational National, and that's not a way to run a campaign. So I don't want to like promote this idea that it's just about like online. Sure, that helps politicians like AOC, but like the foundation has to be set. Like you need to have, campaign staff. You need some campaign offices, physical offices, before we consider bringing you on. Otherwise, I don't want to have you come on and ask, our audience for money if it's just not going to be a chance. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the consideration here. It's not anything personal, but it's just more. I'm going to be more choosy if I bring on candidates for sure. They have to be viable. That's the TLDR basically. Okay, Julio Caesar. Thank you for the 5, Julio. The Roast of Virginia Fox, presented by Mike Figueredo. You're hilarious, Mike. Well, thank you. I feel like I'm more mean-spirited than hilarious, but I don't feel bad because she's a terrible human being. I have no qualms about being mean to conservative fascists. X, not my Michael. Thank you for the 10. Epidemiologist Kat, your local epidemiologist, and Laurel Bristow, specialized in infectious diseases and public health. They've been covering Hanta comprehensively if anyone is looking for reliable info. Yeah, great recommendations. I actually brought your local epidemiologist on my program during COVID, and she was incredibly insightful, really, really good at communicating public health issues. She's awesome. I can't speak to the other two, but I'm sure they're great as well. Hawk 22 or 222. I'm a few weeks late, but Gnome's husband couldn't even get the good shit. Was using goddamn balloons as if he can't afford quality orbs. Yeah, that is actually an interesting thing I didn't think about. If you're into that, you got to be all into it. Although, if you think about it, balloons are easier to hide. Although, I don't know if he was keeping that from Christy Gnome, but if you want to put the titties away, balloons are easy. So that might have something to do with it. I'm not really sure. Who's next here? Oh, Go Mason says billionaires are a different species entirely. They really are. They really are. Tigwick plays games. Thank you, Tigwick. Very generous super chat. Let them eat Kate will live rent free in my head, and I'll never forgive you. I'm so sorry. That shit had me dying. Pendulous, thank you for being a member for 31 months. My goodness. Tim says the next time the female anatomy topic comes up in an episode, I'm dropping out before super chats. I'm too gay for this. I'm so sorry, Tim. I understand. I feel you, brother. I feel you. Hideous Lemon says, I find it funny how Mike was the one most into the women's anatomy convo when, let's just say, it's not exactly his area of expertise. That is interesting. I think it's because like straight dudes are a little bit weirder about like female anatomy. At least that's just my experience. Like I'm visualizing the Carano Soprano, where he's like very, if you remember that from The Sopranos, where he's like really weirded out about, or he didn't want people to know that he went down on his girlfriend, and he like,
that's first season. That's a deep cut.
It is, yeah, that's a deep cut. And so like, straight dudes maybe don't feel as comfortable, but to me, I find I find it not uncomfortable. But I don't know, I'm kind of more, I don't know, like open-minded that way. I'm not really sure. I don't know, but yeah, I was into it. It's not really into it because like I want to know about Kate's cooch, but like more into it like, what the fuck? Like, why are they talking about Kate Scooter on Twitter? Like, it's like, it's just weird that he chose to share that. I'm more fascinated by the choice, I think, more than anything. Chicago says, or no, I fucked that name up. Chichi Castanango. Man, I got Chicago out of that just at a cursory glance. If you only had two choices, candidate who was against LGBTQ plus rights but wanted to end Gaza genocide, or one who supported the former, not the latter. I mean, ideally, they would have both. Like they'd support both, because I feel like if you are in support of human rights in general, you're going to check both of those boxes. So, yeah, I mean, it just depends, right? If they're kind of like if they're a frenemy to LGBTQ people.
Candidate. Is it like Jackson Hinkle?
Yeah. I'm trying to visualize.
Like, where does this political ideology line up?
Yeah, honestly, I reject the premise. I don't fuck them. If they're gonna be like that, no, you have to support both. I don't want to have to make that choice because they're gonna be shitty either way. So why would I have to like rack my brains out trying to figure out what to do? Fuck them. Why Postien? Oops, sorry, hang on, I just jumped really quick. Fuck. There we go. Why Postien? With all the stuff going on, I find it hard to believe that we are not in a simulation. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you there. ABS says, did you see the link I sent to the group DM? I haven't checked the group DM. I will check it though, and I'll let you know tomorrow on the super chat or the Zoom chat. I mean, let me see here. Chemical. David's the weak link in your group. Grandpa. LOL. He's the grandpa, but he's not the weak link. We love David. Not really. Rachel Atwood says, UK Andy Burnham is the latest bad labor option. I feel like all labor options are going to be bad at this point, but I do love the pressure that's being put on Keir Starmer regardless. Kowalski says, good news out of Nebraska, and thank you, Kowalski. The Dem who won the Senate race is dropping out to not split the vote for Dan Osborne. Recent polls show he leads incumbent GOP billionaire Pritchett by 5 points. Let's fucking go. Yeah, so we were talking about that last week with Secular Lefty. The lady was literally running to drop out so that way there'd be no option on the ticket. That's funny, interesting. Well, hey, if he could beat that Republican, that would be really cool. I'm not a big fan of Dan Osborne, but I hate fucking Republicans, so let's go Dan Osborne. Okay, the next one, I'm not seeing it in here. Let me see. Okay, Tim, thank you for the $20. Very kind of you. Grassroots progressives in rural, economically struggling districts can't get funding for an office without support from outside the district. The campaigns with big funding and the best chance of winning need support at least. I mean, if you can't get support from within your district, you can't win, period. So you have to get support within your district. That's the thing. It starts small, but it gets bigger, but you can't grow it online. It has to be an internal effort within the community that you're trying to represent, because it just doesn't work. We've tried it this way where it's online only, and it really does not make a difference. I promise you it does not make a difference. Tropical Ding Dong says, do you think Kat Abou-Gazella was too online? No, I think she actually was really invested in her community. That's an example of having like a good ground game with a good online presence, because she was setting up her whole campaign office was essentially a hub for mutual aid. Like, she was really invested in her community. I think she ran a good campaign, but she was also online. Yes. But the online wasn't like in lieu of the ground game. I think it's great if you could have both, but ideally, like, if you could only pick one, you want to have that connection to your community, because that is how you win. Like, even though the whole online ecosystem is relatively large, odds are people don't know what the fuck, they're not going to be like, oh, I saw you on Leftist Mafia. Statistically speaking, it's going to be, hey, I saw you because you knocked on my door, or I got a flyer from you at the grocery store, something like that. Fart
Speak for yourself.
Ethan says he's going to sue him, and iDubbbz confirmed that he received a cease and desist over, yes, mentioning what someone said. Wild. My God. I'll have to look into this story more. That's fucking crazy. Not really. Rachel Atwood says Achilles was deaf a wispy twink. Paige is fine for it. Oh, with regard to the Odyssey movie. Yeah, I mean, they're always going to be complaining. Last one for me.
I'm just gonna peace out. I gotta say bye. I got Chico pacing. I think I have to take him outside. So
he's got to go potty. Sure. All right, take care, Lance.
I get it,
guys. Adios. Bye, friends.
Take care.
Bye.
Octawolf says, I'm planning on opening a cafe in the future with my boyfriend. It will be a pro worker and customer environment. It will pay a livable wage. Well, hey, love that. Very, very cool. That is the last super chat that I have, Matt. So I will pull up your first one here. It's from Jared, or Gerard. I'm sorry.
Let's see. We got.
Oh no, he said it's Jared in it, so I had it right the first time. Okay. The spelling.
Oh, I don't see that one.
No.
Maybe
this
I don't
is for
think it's for
David.
me.
So I'll read it since it's probably for David. Gerard Jared Christian here. I'm the progressive Track APAC endorsed Dem nominee for Congress in Ohio's 12th and would love any support flipping the seat. Hope to chat on stream sometime. Okay. Yeah, so we probably won't be doing any candidate interviews, but shoot us some information on Twitter and whatnot, and we'll promote you on social media for sure. That's awesome. You're endorsed by Track APAC. I love that. That means you have good positions. So hell yeah. Okay.
Oh,
So
wait, hold on.
I think this one's for you.
That is for me. Okay. Nautilus Journey says in Donald Trump Jr. voice, they're making me read The Art of War. Calibrating 770 with a member for 29 months super chat. Matt, heart the Mickey Mouse clip, life giving. OMG. What Mickey Mouse clip? What?
Maybe your Mickey Mouse impression? Have you done it lately?
I have not, but I can give you a little oh man, I haven't done it in a while. I'm a little bit rusty. Next up is Tropical Ding Dong with a $10 super chat. The issue with AI is that it confuses what's valuable about what people do. The products we make are secondary to the understanding we develop along the way. A product with no understanding has no value. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a great point. I like how you put that. Looney Tunes 9000 with a $5 super chat. Matt, did you see how stupid Jeff Landry looked on 60 Minutes last Sunday? I did not. I got to check it out though. You certainly make me want to watch it.
He looked very stupid.
I'll check it out. We got.
Oh, put that one up. Sorry.
Grumpy Queer with a super chat. Howdy. Thank you, Grumpy Queer. See the Jinmura with a member for 31 months super chat. That video game version of Kash Patel versus Erica Kirk is a staring contest. Polymarket in a staring contest. Polymarket odds. Hawk222 with a super chat. Your dad was great. Rest in power. Thank you, Hawk. I appreciate that. Kowalski with a $10 super chat. Counted calories for a few weeks. I found my base. I'm having a mental block. Why can't I say metabolic? Metabolic. Why can't I do it?
Metabolic?
Why can't I say it? Metabolic.
Because you want to say
Thank you.
metabolism, probably, because that's where my brain went first.
Right.
Too.
Yes, that's where my mind was going. Yes.
The first place it went.
Rate is 3,800 calories a day. This put me in the top 1%. The rich need transfusions and TRT. I'm running on LM and caffeine. We will outlast the rich.
I love that. I love that, Kowalski.
This is not for me.
Oh, okay.
But thank you to Viva Cata Tumbo for the $10 to whoever gave it to. I'm guessing David.
Yeah, I think David.
And this is for me. Carrie Shaw, 4,500 with a $20 super chat. Did you see Kevin Nash said that wrestlers should join SAG-AFTRA? You know, I'm not Kevin Nash, so me saying it holds much less weight than a former WWE champion saying it. One who was very popular and connected too. But I had previously said I don't get what, like, sure, it'd be nice if wrestlers unionized and formed their own union, but we saw what happened when Jesse Ventura tried to do that in the 80s with Hulk Hogan ratting him out to Vince. And it doesn't seem like anyone wants to, you know, potentially put their career in the toilet by being the person to try to do it again. But I always said, why doesn't SAG-AFTRA just take it up? Like Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, these are hugely watched shows. And we all know wrestling is scripted. So why aren't wrestlers considered actors? And why wouldn't SAG-AFTRA like back them in getting them all unionized under SAG-AFTRA?
Yeah.
Like that would be like at least 100 new members to SAG who get regular work too. So they'd be paying dues. I don't get why it's not SAG-AFTRA. SAG, they're not unionized under SAG. It makes total sense.
Yeah, no, that does make sense.
And there are wrestlers who are in SAG because wrestlers who go down the entertainment path career and do movies and TV shows, they have to join SAG. Like John Cena is SAG. The Rock is SAG. I'm pretty sure like even guys who haven't done any work in a long time but have previously done it are SAG and they keep paying their dues for the health benefits. Pretty sure, I would guarantee it's Stone Cold, Edge, Mick Foley. I bet when Roddy Piper was alive, because he was doing a lot of movies, Roddy Piper was part of SAG. they certainly the ones who get the extra entertainment work certainly joined SAG as soon as they could, so they could get the benefits out of it. I bet Jesse Ventura is SAG.
Mm-hmm.
Batista. John Davis says they are not actors. They won't let the porn models in either. But they are actors. They're on regularly scripted TV shows. They're 100% actors.
Are porn actors not in a union either? Like, I feel like they should also qualify for SAG.
I don't know if they're. I don't think there's a
porn union.
Do adult entertainers?
Because I feel like they definitely
union?
should.
Oh wait, they do. The Adult Performance Artists Guild.
Oh, good for them.
I don't know how many of them are in it. I don't feel like SAG. Like you can't have a big you're not getting work on anything legit if you're not SAG. Like there's like every TV show, every movie that gets any sort of distribution or anything like that, you got to be union. That's probably not the requirements for the adult entertainment industry, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But wrestlers should 100% be under
should.
SAG.
Yeah.
And that's it for me. Oh wait, no, I got Christian Strand with the super chat. Love y'all, no homo, JK, I'm gay. Keep speaking up. Over on Twitch, I just want to thank Cosmopolitics and the Surfs for rating me. Thank you so much.
There was a couple more super chats I wanted to read. I think they're for David, so I just want to make sure that they get spotlighted here.
Oh yeah, sure.
Hans Gambit.
He's not around.
$10.
But I'm joking.
Elon sent his heart out to us all. Can we just accept it lovingly? F him to infinity and beyond. Amen to that. Kowalski said, did you see that the residents of Lake Tahoe will have to find a new electrical energy provider next year? Canada will look south and just hear a hum a decade from now as the servers line the border. Yeah, that shit is crazy. They have until, I think it was May 2027 to find their new supplier. Shit's getting wild in this country. We are a wasteland. Jacqueline says, are we getting a new pipeline? Yes or no? This is for David, but if I had to guess, I'd say yes, because there's always new pipelines. So I'm not sure which one in particular this is referencing, but probably. Because that's just the way shit's going right now, not to be too doom. Okay, that is it. Let me check Twitch. I don't think I have any messages on Twitch, but I think I got rated by somebody, but it's not showing up who. I don't know, but who do you want to raid?
Hey, we could raid let's see who's on. Let's see. We got
Shows Benjamin Dixon is on?
I don't see Ben Dixon. Is he on?
I don't know. I'm clicking it right now.
No, I don't see.
There's an ad playing, so I gotta wait to see.
I don't think he's on.
Okay, yeah. I don't think he is either.
We could raid
wait, he is on.
Is he actually live or is it some like pre-recorded something?
Yeah, he is live. He is live.
Oh,
okay.
All right. So let's that's weird. It doesn't show up for me.
Yeah,
maybe he just went live. Oh, I see it now. Maybe he just went live, so I think he's showing up.
I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, but he's not on. I don't see him though. It's just like, what is he? He's streaming Twitter or something.
He's off camera, but you can hear him talking.
Okay. All right. Let's rate him.
All right.
I'm pressing that start raid button. Oh wait, the Bay Photo with a member for 34 months super chat. A good person to talk to about SAG-AFTRA would be Caroline Kwan. She'd also be a good guest for the show. We should have her on.
Oh, I
if
would
she
love to
wants
have her on. She's
Yeah.
awesome.
I'm waiting for that raid. All right, ready to raid, Ben?
It's still popping up for me, but yeah, we should be good to go.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great night, and see you all real soon.
You all take care.